Some scenes may not be appropriate for younger audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Ain't nobody want to look at that.
Also, Lysandra.
There you go, we're live. I gotta dig out my character sheet. I should have done that before I started the stream.
Do you have your dice out?
I do have my dice out. I got that far.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. That's okay.
I'm surprised you didn't sing it.
No. Do you know me? I don't sing anything.
Oh, I meant whose.
Oh.
Excuse me, it's almost there, not halfway there.
They have the same number of syllables. You can interchange them.
What is this
Clearly
crap?
does not understand Disney lyrics.
Hey, I've seen that movie once, okay? So.
Well, that's something that needs to get fixed.
I mean, I'm sure if I went to visit Booze again, that would change to 2 times.
At least 4.
Anyways. So.
I'm organizing my dice.
I did that earlier. So.
They always seem to get, like, just scattered all over my desk during the week.
More important that you're DMing. I don't know why you have anything out but D20s and D6s.
I need to get the Twitch stuff going.
I gotta
here.
have my caltrops out.
Oh, I suppose.
Oh, come on. Caltrops, huh?
Yeah, these guys. Oop, shit. Oh,
That's
lost
why you
one.
need your caltrops out, so you can drop them.
Now the caltrops on the floor.
Found it. We're good.
Okay. So, we're back again, part 3 of this. Well, probably should have been one-parter, but we like
I was thinking maybe 2, but you know.
we like to gawk and pick fights with things we're not supposed to.
Sounds like
Like
high
me.
school.
And then, inflate combat with minion armies, but that's beside the point.
To be fair, I think Jaming does it really well by having everybody else help him roll dice. So it's not just
Yeah.
like him sitting there for 10 minutes rolling dice for everything.
And, it speeds it along because now he's outsourcing his dice.
Yep.
Yes, and now you can watch Ukulele Skeleton roll 4s all day long. Because that's in my hands.
I think it was a mistake giving everybody some share in this minion army.
Well, I mean, we did pay for your minion army.
It's cooperative manslaughter. Just like, see, now we're all accountable.
Shares of Jaming's, or shares of Raywin's minion army have dropped since the last session.
Yep.
I know this like 100% isn't what you meant, but when you said like shares of Raywin's minion army, all I could imagine is just Raywin's entire army of like cloned shares, just
Yes.
singing aggressive.
Share.
I mean, that might exist. You don't know what she's got in that lab.
It's like
I mean-
why would you have only shares? It's like a powerful voice and a body that just won't age. What else could you want from a minion?
To be fair, Jaming hasn't described his minions in explicit detail yet, so for all you know, they may be shares.
Actually, I'm not even sure how many people even know the lab exists.
Actually, I have a question. I wouldn't half of them be shares and the other half would be shareholders?
Just Cher coming in on her army of like big buff men who like piggyback her into combat.
Exactly.
Good
So,
grief.
Lysandра's that sitting there like, I want to be like that someday.
What an icon.
So I'm the chairman and CEO.
Good thing we're getting this out of the way early.
And there goes Isaac. Oh, okay, maybe not.
That just reminds me of that one like Twitter thing when Margaret Thatcher died. It was like hashtag now Thatcher's dead, but everyone thought it was now because you can't put spaces in it. It's now that Cher's dead. So everyone was just like, I can't believe Cher's dead, and she was just like, wow, I just heard I died today. Finally.
Alright. So.
Okay, picking up where we left off, unless somebody wants to do a recap, we can just jump back into it. Up to you folks.
We picked a fight with an old man that happened to not actually be an old man, but
He was some sort of fiend that wore some weird flesh jerkin.
and now he is very dead. And then we
Yeah.
spent a while talking to a shade in the graveyard.
As well as interrogating the soul within the magic.
Oh right,
Is it
we still have that.
magic
Yeah,
Mustachio.
no, we have
Or is it
we have
soul?
we have Mustachio in that thing, and he just how many
Soul
okay,
cage.
we still got 2 shakes of the soul cage left.
I think you need to reflavor the cage as a Magic 8 Ball, TBH.
Right,
Like, just polymorph it.
just polymorph it.
Try again later.
Okay, so the Shade gave us some information. The Shade had a lot to say, really, but he gave us information about what he thought was or what he speculated as the source of all the issues around being a child in this amusement park that is apparently over a graveyard. Let's not question the logic of that.
But more important, I think
There's
we've
a method
determined
behind
that the gender of said child is supposedly male, from
And,
what
we
we've gathered
made
so
the-
far.
We made the assumption, we inferred that it was a young child because it was creating all these fantastical, like childlike things, like
Oh,
the amusement park.
That and the Phantom gave us like toys to give it,
Yes.
and
we got 3 toys.
and Virgil may have inferred more than was intended out of like the Shade's like behavior and the toys. He might have inferred more out of there than there really was, but
Ball in a cup.
Teddy bear.
It's a ball in a cup.
so we were heading to the amusement park itself after bidding our Shade friend, good luck on his like staring at graves thing for the next couple thousand years.
That must be fun.
What if we just
Right.
killed it?
I don't know if you can kill it. It's already dead. Can you not? How do you kill that which has no life?
You send it into oblivion. You remove it.
Oh come on,
You
no one,
divide by
no one's
0.
gonna pick up the South Park joke. Okay.
I didn't watch South Park.
What's
I
South
mean,
Park is awful. I cannot watch that.
Yeah, no, same, but like,
different
Well,
generations.
Well then, clearly I missed my audience.
You know, I think their definition of awful is different from ours because we live in the U.S. I'm just saying.
That's true.
like your left is still right for us.
Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, we were heading to the actual amusement park to try and find
Said child.
said child, or
Yeah.
what is presumed to be a child that probably isn't.
We were heading in the direction the shade was pointing because it was like scrying the location for us.
Okay, I should probably open Roll20 in case we need initiative tracker again.
Did the scrying finish? I don't recall if it did.
Yes, that was he was looking for the child and said that he had found him to the north.
And he didn't give us like a specific description of the location, just a pointer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, how descriptive can he be? He's like a shadow. He's trying his best, man.
He was scrying, man.
He hasn't done this in thousands of years. Give him a break.
Give me that.
He might have been distracted by the constantly like wooing ghost that is flying around with us.
Spoopy ghost.
The spoopy ghost. I need to
Okay.
get spoopy ghost stats back out.
All right, let's go to the quest marker.
Meanwhile, the entire party doesn't seem to care that Spoopy Ghost is around.
I'm not. This is like my ambient noise.
This is completely normal for Raven.
it's putting Raywin to sleep.
I
It
will
might
just fall
be.
asleep on the carpet and drift with you guys. Wake me up if someone needs me.
This is when you get trolled with when someone uses dream.
Oh
Hold
god.
on. Wake me up when someone needs something counterspelled. That's what I mean.
Hey, I
Oh,
can
well, I count now, yeah.
I can counterspell too,
Yeah, like 2 times.
like 4 times.
Details.
Only at 5th level.
Easy win. Press to win.
Press counterspell to win.
I will actually be on the carpet this time. I'll be on the carpet, and I'll be flying, floating, maybe just like a little bit higher than everyone as we're going through the amusement park.
I'm going to, if Raywiness is alright with it, I'm going to be on the carpet with her, and just have my sniper rifle pulled out in case anybody needs a head popped off.
Oh, do you want to do that sniper thing where you put a blanket down and just prone on it and have the rifle on it? And then I'll just be
There's
like
actually
right there,
rules about that, right?
Like-
You actually get...
like as your spotter.
Didn't we do that once with the carpet already? Except it was Dawn with the rifle.
I think Don did that.
Yeah. It's like, why are you trying to camouflage yourself on a flying carpet in the middle of like an open sky? She's like, this isn't camouflage, I'm just cold.
That would be Dawn. 100%.
Alright, so as you continue off to the north, you reach like the outskirts of the amusement park. There's no like, it's not like your typical fair type thing where there's like, a carnival gate or anything like that. It's just like the stuff has been kind of like plopped down here and there. Some of it's not quite like seated properly. Like there's merry-go-rounds and there's the little like octopus like tilt-a-whirl sort of thing, and a couple of roller coasters, and go ahead and give me perception checks as you enter the amusement park area.
Oh man, here we go.
Already,
Oh,
Booze?
I didn't completely botch that. What's going on?
While flying through the air, a speck of dust gets in Violet's eyes, and I rolled a 4.
I got a 14.
I got a 12.
I got a 17. I'm actually paying
Fine.
attention.
I'm sleeping, and the undead are like, because I'm sleeping, I'm not commanding the undead, and they're not doing anything either. So I see everything's sub 7, okay?
Damn, we're both just stupid then.
I'm not.
Alright.
I'm sleeping. I'm
Yep.
taking a break.
Apparently, everyone else is like picking their nose or something. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, I got a 14. That's not that bad. Virgil is thinking,
Vooz,
alright.
right. Vooz, you would notice as you walk forward that well, everybody would kind of notice that the really like discordant, chimey noise that you heard this whole time is getting louder. Seems to be coming from the direction of the little octopus thingy. Um, and Vooz, you also notice that it's kind of hard to make out from where you're at, but it looks like there is some sort of web of some sort. I realize I said that like 3 times in that sentence. Spun between the rungs of, or like the spokes of the Ferris wheel, and then a few webs kind of hanging from the roller coaster.
Okay, and do these look like spider webs or do these look like metal cables?
It's hard to tell because it's starting to get kind of dark out. Um, they don't look to be as thick as like you would imagine a cable that is supporting a thing would be, but it's hard to
Okay.
tell from this far away. And it could just be like, child
How
not hooked up properly thing.
about how far away am I from these structures?
The octopus thing is probably, I don't know, 200 feet to the like front, like say you're like the way you're facing is north. It would be to your northwest. Yeah, northwest. And then the Ferris wheel is kind of in the middle of like one of the little like roundabout things of the roller coaster, and that is kind of over to your northeast.
Okay.
I feel like I need to just send the spoopy ghost over to look to like poke at it to confirm. Oh, where is his stat block? Let's see. Is it still overcast or is it lighter here?
It is still overcast and oh, excuse me. The sun is beginning to set, so it's getting dark rather quickly.
Okay. um yeah, I guess we can send the ghost to go like see if those are actually like giant spider webs.
Alrighty.
The ghost can't be restrained, so it's fine.
Just flies right through him.
Can't argue with that logic.
Well, it's not that it flies right through it. It's just like it's just immune to the restrained condition. It's immune to most conditions, actually.
They're all of a sudden they're spectral webs.
Could be. I mean, what do we care? It's a ghost minion.
We didn't pay for it anyways, it's fine.
Exactly. We left the high-priced minions at home.
Oh, another thing, I completely forgot to mention this. Another thing too is you actually see more of those shades. Like everybody sees this, more of those shades walking around the amusement park, but they don't look like your typical carnival goers. Like they look sort of like the not quite as formal, but sort of like the guard you saw back at the Tomb of the Unknown.
These shades are completely opaque, just darkness silhouettes.
They are the shades. Like I've been calling them shades, I guess. Are kind of just like transparent images or translucent images of like people, so you can kind of make out details and like
Okay.
light, like colors and that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
they're like the guard, not like the pure black shade thing we were talking to.
Yes.
These are like the ones we can't talk to because they don't respond to anything.
All right.
And then
Which-
Vooz, with your 17, you would notice, because I completely forgot these things because it's been, 3 weeks.
At all.
Right. But the kind of milling about, sort of just straight ahead, there are people that are slightly more solid than the others.
Oh, and the other thing to remember is not that it's super important right now, but we had postulated that the transparent people that don't respond to anything might or may not be ghosts at all. They might just be like echoes through that crack in time. So we're like seeing part of the past like superimposed on the present.
Artifacts.
Yeah. Like artifacts on a really shitty screen.
This is the worst slideshow ever.
Okay, so yeah, we can send Spoopy Ghost to go like see if the webs are actually spider webs and if they are occupied by something.
Okay, so Spoopy Ghost is going to fly off in that direction. Then I assume that you can give it commands. Yeah.
I am pretty sure he takes telepathic commands from me. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure he just obeys whatever I tell him to do. Let's see. It has that temporary HP. Oh, it obeys my verbal command, so I have to like verbally tell it to do stuff. But either way, I'm gonna tell it to go look in the web and see if one, is it a web, and two, is it occupied by something. It can't speak, but it understands what I'm saying.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
It has a flight speed of 50.
All right. So it goes and flies off.
And if it also matters, it has 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay. So it goes and flies off over towards the spider web looking things. I shouldn't, like... You guys are calling them webs, so now I'm calling them webs.
We shouldn't assume their composition.
Right. Did you just assume
my molecular makeup?
Oh, God. So as it approaches, you... Actually, I guess as it gets within probably about 50 feet of it or so, go ahead and make me perception checks, everybody, again.
I will make separate checks for Virgil and Spoopy Ghost.
I didn't make it
So
terrible
this is to view the ghost itself,
Here we
right?
go.
Like
This is... I'm not gonna... I don't want to spoil it, but I assume that you're all just kind of sitting there watching the ghost, so...
Yeah.
16.
So
I'm gonna take a pass on this.
So Virgil got an 18 to watch the ghost, but the ghost itself only got a 4.
Okay.
The ghost is not very observant.
I got a 6, so I kind of lost track of it because I got distracted.
That's okay, Spencer got a 3.
I'm paying attention now.
What did you get, Isaac?
16.
16? Okay. So, Violet and Virgil would see... Excuse me. Sorry, I got the burps today, apparently. Would see... would see a couple of, I guess, gouts of acid flying towards the spoopy ghost. And I'll...
Just like a spray of it?
Yes.
Is this
Fine
acid?
mist or blobs?
Is this acid considered magical?
No.
Okay, it has resistance to acid damage.
Okay. The spoopy ghost obviously didn't see it because 4.
Yep, you didn't see nothing.
What is its armor class?
Spoopy Ghost's armor class is 12. It's on his if you're in Roll20, his stats are on his token if you click on it.
Oh, alrighty.
Oh, let me put his passive perception in there just in case. Oh, it's just a 10.
Well, it gets hit by one of the acid sprays. The other one just seems to pass right through it, and it takes. I'll go ahead and say 8 damage because that's already halved for you.
Okay, so 8 damage to the ghost. All right, there goes
And
his temp HP.
Does your little thing say what conditions it's immune to?
Yes, he is immune. He is outright immune to necrotic and poison damage, and it is immune conditionally to charm, exhaustion, grapple, paralysis, petrification, poison, prone, restrained, and unconsciousness.
I'm gonna use right all.
Yeah, he's
Because
basically
that's not
immune.
all.
He's almost all, but not quite.
It needs to make a Constitution save then.
Constitution save. Okie dokie. Let's see. Does it have proficiency? Nope. Okay, it got a 8.
It is blinded.
Okay, it is blinded.
It can be blinded?
Apparently.
That's like the one thing it didn't have?
Yeah, it's like the one immunity it doesn't have is blind.
It's got
Someone
like
at
loopy acid suspended in its ectoplasm. It can't see.
someone
Yep.
at Wiz is probably just like, wait a minute, I'm forgetting something.
And the ghost is probably, how far away did I say it was? 200 feet or something like that?
It's a 50.
No, I know,
50
I know.
feet from
I said it moves 50 feet around.
No, but Delph, when he asked for perception checks, said at 50 feet.
Oh. No, I think the ghost was 50 feet from the web, is what he meant.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might have been it.
Yeah. Ghost
yeah,
was
that's what
50
it is.
feet when the ghost got to within 50 feet of the
Yeah,
structure
so,
that had the webs on it.
I mean, you can say 200, that's fine. Whatever you think the distance is supposed to be.
No, I thought I was gonna I thought it was I had said 200 feet from like you guys to the structure or whatever. So you're gonna send Spoopy Ghost off to go like explore it, but maybe I forgot to say that because I'm
Well,
stupid.
that's okay, now we know. As long as we know where it is. Like,
About 200 feet.
like that was the whole point of sending Spoopy Ghost to look at it. It's like, we don't care if Spoopy Ghost dies.
200 feet without outside of counterspell range.
It's okay, it'll be fine.
And I suppose you guys can roll initiatives then if you would like.
I gotta roll initiative for me and the ghost, but me and
Yes!
the ghost have the same initiative
Well, I
modifier.
wasted that, I could.
Well, the ghost is apparently paying attention now. It got a little better. Let's
Oh man,
Oh, that's not bad.
see.
I gotta change my initiative from last time.
Oh, I got the same initiative as last time, actually. Same number.
What is Spencer's again? I always forget.
Virgil, the oil of sharpness has evaporated by this point.
Okay.
Because we took a short rest.
Yep. Just erase that guy.
And let's see, what is there? That. No, so it's the same. Okay. And that will. Where did Spoopy Bad Guys go? They are right there. There we go.
It's okay, I still have my hex.
I can't do math. There we go. Alright.
I feel like with the exception of Vooz, it's like for everyone else, join the club.
More or less.
Okay. Raywin, the one who like wasn't paying attention to Spoopy Ghost, is the first one to react to Spoopy Ghost getting shot by acid.
It's because the hum of the ghost being like woo was interrupted by it suddenly getting hit with acid, and it's just like woo.
Just
Alarmed woo.
I'm lying on the the rug. I assume that Violet's in that prone position looking through like the scope, and she has sort of like sort of narrow vision. So she probably did you notice this? Like
I did.
What
I
is your
did.
perception? Okay, so
It was
you saw this.
16. Yeah, I saw it. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
so you saw this really clearly. I'm sitting right next to her, and I'm doing that thing where girls do, like they're both on the bed. I have my head like tilted back and upside down, watching the Spoopy Ghost just veer off.
You know, we're just hanging out together,
just
braiding each
hanging out,
other's
just
hair,
casual.
sacrificing the weakest one to our goddess of the moon. No, just girly things.
Exactly.
Just girly
Uh,
things.
Is the acid a spray, like a fine mist coming from somewhere, or is it like globules hurled like catapults?
It is like a stream.
Oh.
Like if you've
I
got
know
the like
where-
a spray bottle like on laser mode.
Do I know where it came from?
You would be able to make out the like a shape has appeared kind of on the top of the roller coaster.
On top,
Yes.
like not on a seat or anything, but on the wheel. Like the frame?
Yeah, it's like kind of hanging off the side of the thing.
And what does it look like, if I can see it?
Oh, sure. It is, if I can find it again. This particular thing is a eight-legged. It appears to be holding something in two of its appendages. Um, from this distance, it's hard to make out a whole lot of detail, but it is a rather large. It's a large creature,
Okay. All right.
and I will describe it in more detail once we get a bit closer to it.
This is why we send the ghost to draw aggro first.
The ghost suddenly has like aggro the entire instance.
Pet pull.
Yeah,
Pet
we'll be
pull.
pet pulled.
Eyes of the Beast. Wait, what?
I don't have that invocation. That is actually an invocation. I don't have it.
So, if someone were to, no, I'm just gonna not do that. Rather, for the first turn that I will do, I will just convey advantage to Violet, assist her with her first shot.
Wind seems to be blowing at about 3 kilometers an hour from that direction, so...
Oh my god, use kilometers! I
Raywiness.
get that reference.
No, Raywiness is about to like use a spell to like help Violet, and Violet's just like no, and just rests the rifle on her shoulder and just goes, "Don't move."
I still use a spell, like, I'm just for flavor, I'm gonna use a spell called True Strike, which gives me advantage, but I'm just gonna, like, flavor, I'm helping her with her first shot. So I still cast a spell, because I don't listen to a 17-year-old girl telling me what to do.
You're right. You should.
It's like so sudden,
and-
sudden teenage defiance from Ray when it's just like, "You're not my dad."
And you're not mine. Now stay still.
I will give like sort of an order for the skeletons to ready arms and draw bows and such things, and kind of just like form two line formations, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. That is the wrong window. Let's move that over here. Next up, Miss Violet.
Okay, so how far is this creature again?
200. It's about 200 feet, like just from the ground, like on the ground from where you're at to the coaster, and it's probably about 60 feet up in the air. So, Luz, do the math.
Oh my god. Brain hurty.
I'll just go. I don't know what it actually is. I'll just say like 220 feet, roughly.
220 feet. Okay, I should 100%.
That's probably not right, but you know, whatever.
I should be able to make that.
Yeah, that
I-
sniper rifle has pretty obscene range. You should be able to
Crap.
hit anything.
Did you send me the stat block for that? I don't think I wrote it down.
I did. I sent it to you a while ago. Do I need to send it again?
Yes, please.
I
Thank
think
you.
this is like the 3rd session in a row you sent it to him.
Probably.
Fine.
Hold on. It's in.
I have the laser pistol written down. I just didn't grab. The
Maybe that's
sniper.
what it was you sent to him. Never mind.
Yeah, I have
No,
a
no,
laser pistol.
I sent him the sniper rifle at some point, but I don't know when that was, so let me just go get it again. Oh my god, Adobe, I don't care. Stop popping up garbage.
But it wants you to update.
You can't go without updating, man.
I know for a fact I sent him this because he saw the name of the rifle and was just like, dude, that's awesome.
Oh, bad news. Save the picture this time.
Yes.
It's in a PDF that's in like my character folder.
I'm just wondering, the anti-material rifle is missing. What happened to it?
Is it in the bag of holding?
Alphabetically, it's not, which I assume that's probably not.
I don't know where it went then. I didn't touch it.
Because I'm sure that Violet wanted that, and we gave it to her too.
Look
Which-
at the
that's-
log and see who withdrew it.
Because that's the thing. Because I assumed that was what she was operating with the entire time. And that's
No, she's using the she's been using the sniper rifle that Dawn gave her at the end of the like genocide episode.
Genocide episode. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. That is going to be math is hard. Hold on.
And just
22 to hit.
Oh, and just for the sake of it, Isaac, we'll just like a little bit of a retcon, but I gave you the thing for the magic pistol. We can just say that that's like it's not really a property of the pistol. It's some sort of like attachment to the weapon, because that was the intention of it, was that you can use a gun without being penalized for using
Right.
a gun.
Got it. Sounds good.
Did you roll that with advantage? Because, you know, you might, like, crit or something.
I didn't roll that with advantage, but I am now.
Make sure you're using the right
Uh,
modifier if you're using that that attachment.
yeah. No, I'm using my gun modifier.
No, I mean you should be using your are you just shooting a bullet or are you trying to shoot a spell?
No, bullet. So I'm using the one that I have written down for like a regular gun.
Pew pew.
But because I'm assuming the attachment doesn't apply to the rifle, does it?
I mean the point of it was that you could use like the gun of your choice because it doesn't really change your action economy.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure about that part. Okay, that's what you meant. In which case, I might just use a firebolt because 2d10 versus firebolt at this level. Give me a second. Which is 2d10 versus 4d12. Yeah, or 40 words. Sorry, I'm just gonna go for the firebolt. With the added range of the rifle.
That changes your modifier too, so that first roll will go up a little bit.
Yeah. Hold on. I do have 4d10s, thank God.
Well, either way, that will hit, so...
Yeah. So, well, with advantage, I rolled 16 plus all of that shit, so... Hold on.
Even without all that shit, it would still hit, so...
Yup. But it's not a crit, so it doesn't matter. Oh god, okay, numbers hard. Okay. 27 points of damage.
Okay. 27 points of firebolt damage. Alright. Anything else you would like to do on this turn?
I'm good. I'm good for now.
Okie dokie. Virgil. Looks like it's...
Oh.
Oops, we both clicked it at the same time, damn it.
I'll just loop it back around and fix the round timer. There we go. Actually, I guess I should always set it on round 1.
Fight!
Anyways, so I saw where the spray came from, but I can't really do anything at this range, and it would take forever for us to actually get up to it. So I think what I'm going to do, if Vooz is okay with the idea, is we will just I'll ready an action. Actually, if I ready an action, I'm gonna lose Hex. That may just have to happen. Yeah, it may just have to happen. Okay, so if I ready an action, I will lose my Hex, but that's fine.
I'm good. I assume you're like dimension dooring over there.
I was gonna ready an action to dimension door, like when your turn, like when you were ready to dimension door.
Nah, just grab him. We're going. It's fine. He'll probably be confused, but
He'll figure it out.
yeah,
Like the first thing he
he'll
sees.
figure it out.
So yeah, we can see where the spiders were, right? Or what we assumed were spiders.
Yes, there is one for sure, kind of clinging to the side of the roller coaster, and as your attention is drawn more to it, you see two other ones also kind of hanging out. One of them was kind of like in the middle of the Ferris wheel, just kind of going for a ride around it, like just spinning.
Alright, I'll look at the one that's on the roller coaster because there's probably better footing for us to actually stand on it.
You spin me right.
So I'll just step over to Vooz, grab him, and dimension door up onto the tracks nearest where the spider is standing.
Okay. So you dimension door up there. As you are, in much closer proximity to it at this point, you can see that they are large, obviously large, and they are blue tinted. It is holding a staff of some sort in two of its appendages.
Interesting.
I'm not so sure about this anymore.
It's fine. It's fine. I have a plan, maybe.
It has
We're
like
not in
a
range of counter spell.
I haven't used my reaction yet. It's fine.
counterspell support. Get over here.
Anyways, as my bonus action, I will hex the one that is closest to us. And I will hex its strength, I guess.
Alrighty.
And that is basically the end of my turn. It's now Spoopy Ghost's turn again, so he is going
Yes.
to see how far is the ghost from us now?
50 feet. Well, I guess it's kind of. I'll just say that the spider is 20 feet below you, so you're probably, I don't know, a little over 50 feet from the ghost.
But the ghost is within 50 feet of the spider.
Yes.
Okay, ghost is gonna make his way over here and attack the spider.
Alrighty.
And he is going to roll a 23.
That will hit.
So ghost is gonna hit. He's gonna roll 3d6. That's not too bad. That's gonna be 11, 14 points of necrotic damage, and
Okay.
it must make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Alright. And it passed that.
Okay, I figured, but that's what it had to do. Okay, so that's the ghost's turn. It only has one attack.
Alrighty. Okay, so, the spider that is below you, that has been, I assume that's the one that's been shot at, yes? The one that
On the
you guys
roller
teleported up
coaster.
to? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has been ghost booped too.
Let's see. It is going to. I really should have looked these spells up beforehand. The first one is going to just spit another thing of venom at the ghost because it's not entirely sure that you're up there yet because it's kind of dumb.
It got slapped in the naughty bits.
Yeah. So it is going to. I guess Ghost is all up in its shit now. No, it's just gonna smack it with the staff. Ghost is no longer blinded, by the way, because
Okay, because it
only
was
last.
a one-round thing.
Yes. No. Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna smack it with the staff, or smack at it with the staff.
Okie dokie.
And wow, I couldn't have rolled a whole lot worse on that.
Is the staff considered a magical weapon?
It is not.
Okay, it has resistance.
Okay. So that is a whopping a 10 and a 14 to hit.
The 14 will hit. Its AC is only 12.
Alrighty. So I'm just gonna use the average damage. So it smacks the ghost for I guess it would be 4 after rounded down bludgeoning damage, and an additional 13 psychic damage.
Okay, let's see. Psychic damage. I do not have resistance to psychic damage. Yeah, it's just going to take the full hit of that.
And it needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom
no.
saving throw. Let's see. Its wisdom is basically nothing.
Oh, this will be good then.
It got a 2.
Yes.
It is stunned
Oh.
currently.
Okay, it is stunned.
Jamming has war flashbacks.
No, psychic.
PTSD. The one that was on, or that is on the Ferris wheel, that's kind of just sitting there spinning, is going to let's see. I better make sure it can actually see you guys because you just kind of teleported up there. Nope, it has no idea. So let's see.
The benefits
is
of being
going
dark
to-
vision people. We have no light. Standing
Right.
up here in the dark.
It is going to shoot more venom at the ghost because it saw the ghost and it knows where it's at.
Goodbye, ghost.
Maybe
Ghost
not.
is stunned.
Yep.
Oh,
So
okay,
when we
that's
see-
that's gonna hit.
When we see stars above the ghost's head and it's just
No, it's
doing-
just a little whirlpool over its head. Gotta get that World of Warcraft stun animation.
Oh yes, I remember that. Is it like a 6-second thing or is it like a 60-second thing?
War flashbacks.
More flashbacks.
You'd like to know.
That's for the DM to know.
And
Okay.
you to find out.
All right. Let's see if I can get anything out of it.
I mean, the ghost
so
is
yeah,
gonna get out of it by dying in a second.
right.
True,
No, it got
true.
a 19 to hit, so that's going to be
If it-
16.
See,
Wait,
if
no,
it,
it's.
if it does more than 5 damage, the ghost is dead. It's fine.
Wait, did you say? I'm stupid. Did you say it's immune to poison damage?
It is immune to poison damage.
Oh, so it hasn't taken any damage from the venom then.
Oh shit.
I didn't realize that was. I
It
thought
is.
it was something
the
else.
first
It is
one
immune
was
to
like-
necrotic and poison damage.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
need
the
to.
first hit from the acid was 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Yep. Because I was just using the average. So yeah, it didn't actually take any damage from that.
It still got bopped and psychicked though, so it's still stunned and beat up. Okay.
Yep. And then it's going to hiss loudly. A third one is going to climb up the roller coaster, kind of from the other side. It was just kind of like stretched out, hanging out there. And it is, let's see, how far is that? It is probably about 30 feet from you by the time it climbs up the roller coaster. It's kind of below its buddy down there. And it is going to also spit some venom. This one actually saw you though, because it was kind of down there looking up. So it's going to spit venom at Vooz, I think.
I just threw Vooz into the acid.
Right? Vooz just gets teleported and just like, ah, what the hell? So that is...
Yeah, that's canon now.
well, it might not be. 21 to hit?
That'll hit.
Oh, okay.
No.
So that'll be 16 points of poison damage, and you have to make a con save, though I'm pretty sure you probably can't fail it. But roll it anyway.
Let's do it. Okay, I got the 3 on the die out of the way. That's an 18.
Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, you pass. The venom hits you, but you manage to avoid getting it in your eyes.
It's because
I
his hair is in
suppose.
front of his face.
Yep.
He's now
Edgelord
bleached eyed.
Vooz. Vooz now has white hair. No,
Started with silver hair. There's not much of a difference here.
I suppose. And that is going to be all that happens this turn.
But now I've got like edgy punk white streaks in it, right?
Yes.
That's what happened. Okay.
Okay, so next up it is Spencer's turn. Spencer is going to mutter, "Ugh, I hate spiders," and launch a firebolt at it, and hit it, and do at the one that you guys are fighting with at the top of the roller coaster that's been shot already. Wow, that is 1, 1, 2, 3.
Owen Wilson.
Goddamn.
Wow.
Yeah, but
that's-
he's got elemental adept, so it's 2, 2, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
It's important.
So, yeah, that's an extra 2 points of damage. So,
Spencer just doubled all of his attacks, his damage.
yeah, pretty much. So that's
like-
what 2, 4,
That's
6,
100% increase.
9 points of damage to it. So now, Vooz, you're discombobulated and you're covered in acid. What do you do?
I'm kind of pissed now that this has probably just ruined this outfit, and Dargan's gonna be sad.
Loudly complain
So-
about it.
It's just like shaking acid out of his hair, like what the hell? And from what I see, is it just the one that has the staff? Like, are all of these big, blue, and hairy?
They are all 3 of the ones you see are big, blue, and hairy, and they all have staves.
Okay.
So, am I imagining this correctly? Like they're just spiders. They look like spiders, but like 2 of the arms are holding staves.
Yes. Like it is holding one staff in its 2 arms.
Oh man, that's great.
Yep.
Thanks, hate it.
I mean, it is the spoopy Halloween edition, 2 weeks late.
Like, do they have wizard hats too?
No, that's reserved for like gel cubes.
I was gonna say, like, Delph just being like, they do now.
One of them does.
I want that hat.
Clearly-
The one that is on the Ferris wheel does.
Raven's just like, I want that hat. You can destroy everything else, but the hat is mine.
There used to be another hat before, but Violet shot it off.
Okay, and the one fighting with Spoopy Ghost is like 20 feet down. Where's the other one that's on the roller coaster? How close is that?
It is like right below its buddy now, so it's like 30 feet down because they're all large creatures.
Oh, well, if it's like directly below it, I probably don't have good line of sight, so here I go killing again. I'm gonna jump down.
I was gonna say just pull a variant and like just jump down and like stab it in the head.
I am gonna jump down and stab it in the head. Let's. How large is this? Would I be able to, like, land on this reasonably, or would I have to like try and grab it?
You would have to try and grab it. The large isn't so much like the body. The large is like the
creature
leg
size.
span. Yep.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
creature
so-
size. It's not like a colossal. Like colossal's not
Yeah.
a size category in this game.
Okay.
Gargantuan.
Yeah, so bonus action to summon my sword as I jump off the roller coaster. My favorite pastime is jumping off of things, and I will land on this, and I'll start off with one attack so far. And we'll
DM,
see
might
how
I
that
vouch
goes.
for Vooz that he may get advantage for doing this?
For jumping off of things like a lunatic.
Yeah,
and
I'm hitting the one
surprising
that's
this
attacking
creature?
Spoopy Ghost. He didn't see me.
Surprising it, and
All I'm
Getting-
imagining now is just like Vooz coming flying down, and as he collides with it, you just randomly hear that surprise, motherfucker.
Also, I'm no expert on WoW lore, but didn't Varian die like immediately after that,
I mean, he took down quite a few demons with him.
and then died?
Details.
minor details.
It's fine.
Victimless details.
Yes.
Except for
As
all
for
the
the-
victims.
As for the advantage question, if you can give me a compelling reason to agree to it, then yes.
Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I mean,
You just yell
other-
surprise really loud.
The force of adamantine plate coming down at the speed
Yeah.
of gravity.
Yeah,
Speed
I'm
of
just like free falling onto this thing.
Who's calculated
that's what,
terminal velocity.
I thought you were saying like Raywing was going to try and like help Vooz from like
No,
200 feet
no.
away.
I'm just trying to.
No, I gotcha. No, yeah, that's fine.
You know.
Yes, doing it.
Terminal velocity
I
is your
mean,
best
the
friend.
advantage. It didn't give me a crit.
I mean,
But-
terminal velocity is Brogark's friend too. That's how he body slammed someone from like 20,000 feet.
True. Okay, this is over a 30 to hit.
Over 30.
I'm not mathing.
At some
further
point,
than
it's just
that.
like, it's why I'm not mathing this.
Okay, I gotta stop and think. Let's see.
I think it's a little late to stop and think you already jumped off.
Oh, like player has to stop and think about damage.
Jump first,
Okay.
think later.
So one-handed longsword is a d6. I'm
That's
pretty
not-
sure.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
point out that seems to be a thing with like all of the men in the Nexus. Act first, think about it later, or never.
Screw thinking about it. We don't need to think about that. Okay, that's 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okie dokie.
Wait,
Wait, no,
no,
Vooz.
that's
Wait,
not.
It's
It's
a D8 for single hand longsword.
is it?
D10
Oh,
for 2.
right. Okay, so
I was
I
gonna
need
say,
to
I thought it was a D8,
change
but-
that die.
I don't use a
Okay, so
longsword, so.
That's gonna be 15 points of necrotic damage because I forgot to add the +2 from the sword itself.
I think I'm the only one besides Vooz that ever uses a longsword.
Yeah, so it's 15 points of necrotic damage, and I don't know. I
Which-
fell 20 feet. Are we both gonna take bludgeoning damage?
Depends on if you wanted to land like on it and like smush it and knock it off, or if you wanted to just like
Oh, yeah,
do a
we're
drive by
going.
and stab it.
No, we're going.
It's
Okay.
a d6 per 10
Uh,
feet.
I'm doing it. I'll roll this.
Alright.
In case you don't know how falling damage works, DM.
It's
It's
7 points of bludgeoning damage as I slam into this thing's ass.
All right. So you leap off and you make one attack against it. And
then-
oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I make one attack against it. Are we still held onto the roller coaster at this point?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I hexed its strength,
That's
by the
what-
way.
Yes.
So
Oh, so that's right. So that would be
There's disadvantage on strength-based ability checks.
yes.
So if it's using
So
strength to
that-
try to hold on, it might be in trouble.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I was gonna like give it advantage on it because like it has 6 legs with which to hold on, but then you hexed it, so it gets disadvantage. So
Well, it actually gets.
That's-
If you give it advantage now, that just means it cancels. It's just a regular roll.
yeah. So I'll go with the first dice that I rolled, which is not enough to hold on to the to the roller coaster.
All right, so I'm gonna use my second attack to grapple the spider. Let's see.
Virgil's just looking down there like, that is not what I intended to happen when I came up here.
I don't know what he was expecting, honestly. Okay, that's a 21 athletics to grapple spider.
All right, I have to like contest that. Nope, not happening. Spider is grappled.
Not with disadvantage, is not.
Oh, I didn't even roll that with disadvantage. Let's see how bad that turns into a disadvantage. No, that would have been okay.
We're good.
Either way.
Okay, I am jumped onto a spider and we're both falling now. We're good.
What's the falling distance per round? I don't remember. You can follow
It's
maximum.
60 per round.
Yeah, that sounds right. You can follow a maximum of 60 feet in a round.
So, how would that movement take place on Wooze's turn or on the spider's turn? If it's like the spider is now falling,
Also,
On this
I-
turn.
I would
maybe
say.
on this turn,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Did we slam into
Um,
the ground because it wasn't that far off the ground?
It really wasn't that far off the ground, so
Yep, so now you just take a d6 for every 10 feet that it fell from the point on the roller coaster it was, and that's how much damage it takes.
Since
So
I
I
have
said
this
you
thing
were
grappled, can I
about-
have it like? Can I put this under me and have it absorb all the fall damage?
go ahead. Like we'll do it like Dragon Ball style, and like just go ahead and make like another like athletics or like acrobatics check
This
or whatever.
thing ain't getting out of hex.
Oh my god.
Oh no, this thing doesn't stand a chance.
It's hexed and it's
31.
Yeah,
it's hexed and it's up against the party member that has more than 20 strength.
It's well, I mean, I think I inherited Wooze's curse because I rolled a 4.
You can keep it.
Yeah. So I say you managed to maneuver it in such a way that you like are kind of riding it down to the ground or whatever.
Do we slam into his buddy along the way?
You narrowly managed to avoid it.
Okay.
You just hear woo as like the ghost is still making noise, but you just go whipping past it.
Anyway,
Is this friend gonna make an opportunity attack?
That's a forced one. You can't.
yeah.
No, I'm asking if the other spider is making an opportunity attack on
he's saying
me.
you can't because you're not choosing to
forced
move. You're
movement.
falling.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Like you
it's
can't
forced.
an opportunity attack can only provoke if you are spending movement, and you are not spending movement. You are
That makes me
falling.
kind of sad, but I'll deal with it.
It's gravity's movement, not
Yeah,
yours.
it's gravity's movement. That's basically to prevent people from doing the Brogark thing of like grappling and just like cheese gratering the enemy through the party to provoke opportunity attacks. That's why that rule exists.
That's
Slowly.
why we have spike growth. I mean, what?
Yes. You guys found a way
Um,
around that rule.
Right. So go ahead and roll me what is it? D6 per 10 feet. So 2 more D6
Alright.
of fall damage.
It'll be fine. It's only gonna be like 2 damage.
It's 6.
No.
Close enough.
6 total.
6 total.
All right. I will go ahead and say that it absorbs half of that. Like it'll give you like resistance to it or whatever. So you'll take 3 points of damage from the impact.
This is like a light
with
bonk.
it.
Yep.
I've been through worse.
You didn't actually get hurt from hitting the ground. You like stubbed your toe over initially jumping on the spider or something.
No, as it landed, like the staff like it hit something weird and like bonked you in the noggin. You're like, ow, that kind of hurt a little bit. Anyway, so that will be it for Vuza's turn then, and we are back to Raywin.
Okay.
There's now-
Distance-wise, how much would I need to travel to get to? There's three. Two on the roller coaster, or like one at the bottom, one on the roller coaster, and the last one was where?
The Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel, that would be probably about, let's see, that's a little further than the roller coaster, so I'd say probably,
Okay.
oh, it's not as high up either, so like, again, maybe 220 feet.
Okay. To get to the ones where Voos and Virgil are, how far would I need to move?
It like the bottom of the roller coaster is like 200 feet away.
Oh, that's really far.
Yeah, it's really far. That's why I teleported over here.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move the carpet along with Violet so that we can get closer, get a better shot, maybe pop off some real spells. And I asked Violet, like, what do you say about that?
Real
Violet
spells.
is currently trying to reload the sniper rifle, and it's taking a long ass time, and she's just like, "Fuck yeah, dude."
You're apparently
like
not
it.
quite well versed with the rifle yet.
Well, also it just takes a whole action to reload any gun, which makes me sad. But
Oh right, because you don't have the. Actually, that rifle that I think that if that was Dawn's old rifle, that means it has the extended clip on it, so it still has a bullet in the chamber.
oh my god. Cool. Okay. I'll add
Settle
it.
down, Nova.
With 200 feet, I can travel 40 feet with the carpet itself. So we have 160 feet left. That's still really far.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
But that's starting to be in range of more spells now.
Not really, because I don't have any spells that go that far.
Unless you're rockin' spell sniper, you're probably still out of range of most things. That's okay. That's why Violet has a sniper rifle.
Does anyone know off the top of the head what lightning bolt distance is? Like 100 feet?
I think
120.
so.
I think it's 120.
Lightning bolt is a total of 100-foot line.
Mm.
Okay. Does the thing on the ground look bloody yet? That Voos is trampling?
No.
Alright. I'm gonna, like, as we're going, I wanted to send the carpet down, and I'm just gonna give the carpet to Violet. I'm gonna jump off of it, and I'm gonna start to... I'll use my action to dash with the carpet. Oh, actually,
Okay.
I can't do that, can I? Because Violet's on it.
I mean, I'll go ahead and say that you can, just because, I mean, you're kind of the one commanding the carpet, and I mean, I guess it would be like forced movement for Violet, but it would be kind of silly to just like have it zip off and leave her sitting there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we've done this with the broom before, so the carpet's not really any different.
Okay, I'm gonna get 80 feet with the carpet as far as I can, and then the last distance I'm gonna use Misty Step to get another 30 feet as a bonus action.
Alrighty.
Get right towards Vooz's downed spider, and the rest of the skeletons, they're gonna start advancing forward towards the creatures. They cover about 30 feet.
Okay.
And they're all going to fire at disadvantage because they have short bows up to 320 feet. They're all going to fire disadvantage. So guys, help me out here.
Disadvantage rolls. This will be great.
What do you
This is
need?
gonna be firing the one. This is going to be firing the one next to Virgil because the one on the ground is probably covered by booze.
So what's the modifier?
The modifier,
Is it +6?
yes, it should be +6.
Okay, so that's an
Wait,
11.
What? Sorry, what are we doing?
Rolling a d20 at disadvantage and adding 6.
Got it.
4. No, 4. It's 4.
Oh, it's +4.
Oh, +4 then. Okay, that's even better. That's a 9.
At disadvantage, 10.
So you got a 10, a 9. What did Vooz get?
I'm in control of Guitar Skeleton, and he is still playing La Cucaracha. He got a nat 1.
He forgot to draw the bow. He's trying to like
He's
dong
with the
with
guitar.
string.
Exactly.
How's about a 13 and a 19?
The 19 will hit. Everything else will not.
All the rest of the arrows like pass through Spoopy Ghost instead, who's like puts his arms up like, what the hell, man? Except there's no words. It's just like woo.
Woo!
12 points of non-magical piercing damage from the singular arrow that sails. And
That's pretty good for one arrow.
yeah, because they get bonuses because I'm an awesome necromancer, the best of the class. And next, I need you guys to pick up another d20 and help me out with a gray bolt from the Deathlock Masterminds.
Oh Jesus.
Is this
This is at disadvantage as well.
okay?
Disadvantage.
Challenge accepted.
I
What's
got
the modifier?
+6.
Okay.
Okay.
9.
I got a 10. Our disadvantage
actually
rolls are
got-
great.
I got a 17 at disadvantage.
I got a 17 as well.
All right,
17s.
both 2 17s will hit.
48, and they must exceed DC 16 strength or be restrained with shadowy shrouds. that can
Oh,
be-
savage.
Savage.
Brutal.
Wrecked.
23.
23 points of damage.
24 for me.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay. They both succeed on the save, surprisingly enough.
Okay.
That was directed at the one that is on the
Next to
coaster
Virgil.
still, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 23 and 24 damage respectively.
Savage.
Yeah, that was pretty savage. That was a pretty good damage round to that one. Not bloodied yet, but it's because shooting different ones. Split DPS. What the hell, guys? All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Pretty
Nope.
common.
I suppose you
Nice.
pretty much used everything.
I used everything, got as far as I can, gonna help Booze out.
All right.
Wait, so how far did the carpet go? Because
It
we're
went
80
80
feet.
80
so
feet. We were 200
you're-
away, so we're at
Yeah, you're
120 now.
120.
Okay.
Yep.
120.
Yep.
Good range for spells.
Yeah.
And the carpet's up to command up to you, so you can
Yeah. How
go
much
around.
does it move in like a normal movement
40.
speed? 40.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move that 40 feet closer. And how many of the spiders are with Virgil in the raft?
There is one that is on the coaster still. It's about 30 feet below Virgil. There's one on the ground that Vuz is currently standing on, and there's one on the Ferris wheel behind both of them.
Oh, don't worry, the other one's gonna be on the ground in a second.
Oh, I have another question. The one that I'm like sitting on, is that prone because we both fell down?
Yes.
All right.
So I'm guessing
Savage.
none of these fuckers are close to each other.
No, it
No.
is split
Not
up.
really.
Makes me sad. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use another firebolt sniper shot on the one closer to Virgil that he's currently
Okay.
dealing
So
with.
it's up.
Yeah. As I move closer.
I just love how Isaac rolls dice. I'm sorry.
Where the die bounces like 5 times.
And then he like
He does his dance. It's
Gotta
like his,
be
Release the
Kraken.
Kraken.
Release the Kraken! No, that's going to be a 19 to hit.
that will hit.
Yay.
Noise.
Kabang.
Bang bang, you shot me down. Bang bang, I hit the ground. Okay. What is this thing? Oh, I rolled a 1 on one of these.
Should have had elemental adept, bitch.
Uh,
Saved my damage.
17 points of damage.
100% damage
17.
increase.
Yeah, makes me sad, man.
Okay, so it is the one that is on the coaster now is starting to look pretty beat up and turning more purple than blue.
Oh. Not sure if that's good.
He's mad, and so he's holding his breath.
Yes.
I don't know how well it's gonna work out for him.
Anything else you'd like to do, Violet? Bonus action, anything?
I don't really think I have much on a bonus action. Is the thing. Actually,
Actually.
no, I can't because I'm out of bullets. Okay, fuck, never mind.
Rip.
Rip.
Use the laser anti-material. I don't even know where it went. It's not in the log.
That's a full action though. I have the laser pistol on me, but that would take a full action. I don't have a full action anymore. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Quicken Spell, so that shot only takes a bonus action, and then I'm gonna use my full action to reload the rifle.
There you go. I was wondering when you'd think of
Boom.
that.
Boop. No, I was just like, it's like, do I really want to waste the points on it? It's like, yes, I do. I do.
It's just I haven't seen you do that with the magic pistol. It's like I wonder when he's gonna realize you can do that.
It's because I've never reloaded with the magic pistol. I've never had to. It has 6 rounds in it, and I don't think I've ever used Firebolt 6 times in a row in one combat encounter. Alright. Okay. Okay, we good.
Alright. Virgil, you are up.
I'm gonna look right down at the spider that still has hex on it, and it's still clinging to the roller coaster. So I'm just gonna immediately relentless hex right on top of it.
I thought the hexed one was the one I'm sitting on.
Yes.
Oh, is it? Oh crap.
Yes.
Okay, let me think. Let me revise what I'm gonna do then.
You
okay.
can walk off the coaster and relentless hex down here
Uh,
before you hit the ground.
no, that's not really what I... Okay, fine. I'll change my plan, because that's not exactly what I want to do anyways. What I want to do instead is... instead of messing with the hex, I'm going to leave the hex where it is for now. And instead, I'll use my bonus action to cast Crown of Stars, which gives me... I shed 30 feet of bright... I think it's bright light? Yeah, I shed 30 feet of bright light, an additional 30 feet of dim light, and I have, like, basically, like, an angel crown to, like, launch bolts of fuck you out of them.
Neat. Are we... sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but do you mean, like, the laser rifle, or is there a different rifle? Because there is a laser rifle in the bag of holding.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the anti-material rifle, which came up on I believe, the time vendor.
Oh.
And I know I put that in there. I know we bought it because it was really cool for Isaac, and I don't know what happened to it.
Gotcha.
I have a
don't either.
laser pistol. I don't know about a laser rifle.
We'll track it down after session. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll do it
I'm gonna cast Crown of Stars, and I'll leave the hex where it is for now. And I will kick it. Is it feasible to drop down onto the other spider that's still on the coaster?
Rip. You cut out for a second. What happened? Is it
No.
feasible to what now?
I said, is it feasible to drop down onto the other spider that's still clinging to the coaster?
It is like 30 feet below you, so
I mean,
I guess
that's
if you
fine.
fall 60 feet, like, it would...
Like-
you would collide with it.
I mean, so it's 30 feet below me, right? So I only have to fall
Yes.
30 feet to hit it, but I'll fall a total of 60 feet if it disengages from the coaster.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna let go. I'm just gonna drop off onto the spider, and as I make contact with the spider, I'm going to attack it, and assuming I hit it, I'm going to Eldritch Smite the thing.
Alrighty.
Oh man.
So that is a 19 on the die, actually.
That will hit.
So I'm gonna hit it for... Scroll all the way up to the top of the thing. Let's see, that is a... I need to get... My sword is a D6. Too bad I didn't roll a 20. I could have lopped its head off on the way down.
Alright.
So it's a D6 of damage. And I need to add... let's see, it's 6 plus... Okay, so it's 11 points of piercing damage, 5 points of necrotic damage, and
Okay.
then it is going to take...
A truckload of D8s.
It's going to take a bunch of D8s. Let's see, it starts at 1 D8, and then you gain another D8 per level of the spell. So it's 6 D8s total. I only have 4 D8s in my pack, so I really need more D8s for Virgil. Let's see, that's that, plus this, plus that. Well, what is with these 4s?
At least they're not ones.
Plus this. Okay, it's 28 points of force damage, and it just falls prone.
Okay.
Because there's no save, and as long as it's not a huge creature, as long as it's huge or smaller, it just falls.
Okay.
Down we go.
Yep.
Bye.
So, as you fall down to the bottom, Let's see. Since you're the one who has the momentum, I will let you roll the damage for it.
Okay, so that's I need to do what,
Total of
6?
50 feet. Yep.
Oh, so 5.
Yep.
5d6. Okay. 5d6. Here we go. Actually, that's pretty good. It's not bad. I say that as I'm gonna take that damage too, but it's fine. Okay, so that's 4 of them. I need to roll one more. Oh, a 1, really. Okay, that's a nice even 20.
20 points of smush damage. Go ahead and give me a dex save to see if you manage to avoid the brunt of it or not.
Oh boy, a dex save on Virgil. This will be good.
You got this. Actually, you have fallen within 10 feet of Vooz, I think, so you get a +4.
Is that only on saves against magic, though?
No, that's my paladin aura.
Let's see, that's a... So if okay, 4, that would make that is... So... It's still only a 14.
All right, so yeah, you're gonna take the whole brunt of the damage then
That's okay.
as well. All
Alright,
right.
so 20 damage. I'll take
Okay.
that.
I will say that you rolled well enough to not end up falling prone, but your ankles kind of hurt.
No pain, no gain.
There's a poster somewhere in the nexus of that.
Right? No pains, no gains. Okay, so it is looking a little bit smushed as well as being bloodied. Spoopy Ghost.
Is
Okay.
Spoopy
stunned.
Ghost.
Spoopy Ghost has noticed that
Spoopy Ghost is stunned.
Oh yes.
Spoopy Ghost is
Does he need to roll something because he's stunned?
no.
Okay, so he's just stunned.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Okay.
No, not like this. I feel for him, you know?
Okay, to add insult to injury, Spoopy Ghost is no longer stunned, but
Let me unmark him as stunned. There we go.
okay. So spiders are both on the ground prone, and kind of smushed a bit. But they are going to try and like creepy like flail their claws at you and like claw you with them, I guess. I can't words good. I think they do that at disadvantage, so yeah, because technically they're prone.
Do you have disadvantage on
Don't-
melee?
don't
when you're
know.
prone?
No. Only.
No? Oh.
Wait. Prone?
Yeah, they're prone.
I'll look it up.
I-
I've not done this in a very long time.
I'm pretty sure I have it right here on my sheet. Prone. You crawl at half speed or stand up, cost 1 half speed. Attacks have disadvantage. Enemy attacks have advantage within 5 feet and disadvantage if further away.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes.
Ranged attacks don't have disadvantage.
So the one that is still grappled by Vooz would not be able to get up though because
It is grappled, yes.
It is
I've got like
grappled.
3 of its legs in one of my hands.
I just picture him like holding on to it like you're not going anywhere, buddy.
These are
Um,
mine now.
So the one that Vooz is grappling, I'll have it do because I got the dice in my hands anyway. So I'll roll the attack rolls. That is probably going to miss because that's math is hard. $17. There we go, and that one's even worse. Wow.
Yeah, that will miss. My AC's 19 right now.
Alrighty, so that one will flail wildly and miss. The other one that is not grappled is going to, I guess, use half its movement to stand up, like flip itself over all spider-like, and swing its staff at Virgil because it's not happy with getting, knocked off the roller coaster.
Right.
So it will make a couple of attacks against you. 12 to hit probably won't, and an 18 to hit.
You gotta beat a 17, so yeah, the 18.
All right.
I will.
So it-
I will use my reaction to use Armor of Shadows to try and avoid the hit. I have to roll a d6. If it's a 5 or a 6, then I avoid the attack.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. I get hit anyways.
Whap. Alright, so it does 9 points of bludgeoning and 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so wait, what was that again? Repeat that, please.
9 bludgeoning
Okay, 9 bludgeoning,
and 13 psychic. Non-magical bludgeoning, by the way.
13 psychic. Okay.
Because even though the weapon does psychic damage as well, it doesn't explicitly state that it's a magical item,
And
so...
I need to roll some concentration checks at advantage because I took damage. That'll succeed. I gotta roll another one because I took 2 different instances of damage. No, it still passes.
Alright, and you also need to make a DC 50... but what?
What?
No,
I
nothing.
didn't- I heard
A
nothing.
wisdom saving throw. Wow, I'm like reading it verbatim, and I'm like... Isaac, this is what not to do.
It's fine.
You
Wisdom
real
sa-
tired tonight, eh, buddy?
All I heard
Wisdom
was
saving
DC
throw. Okay, my
You
wisdom
have a
saving
+4.
+4. So I rolled a total of God math.
Have god math.
Let's see. So that's this plus my modifier +4. Whoa, wait. 29.
Is that all?
Well, that's too bad because it was a DC 50. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Um,
what
Man,
I heard.
Spoopy Ghost didn't have a chance.
Right?
but no, you saved. It's fine.
Okay.
See, Delv is a nice DM. Even with DC 50, we still save.
Okay, so the other one that is still rotating around on the Ferris wheel is gone another like 45 degrees on the Ferris wheel. It is going to spit more acid at this clusterfuck of people on the ground. I'm going to actually make this interesting because there's 4 of you in a very small vicinity. Okay. So it spits acid at Vooz.
Friendly fire.
Yep,
Easy friendly fire.
maybe. Depends on how bad it rolls.
But they're what's their
Okay,
immune to
not
poison
bad enough
damage.
that I would have to worry about that, but not good enough to actually hit Vooz. And as this is happening, go ahead and I'll let you guys. It won't cost you like a reaction or anything, but give me perception checks.
Perception.
Everybody or just our
Ah.
Ah,
Everybody.
I got a
7.
I got a 9. Oh, I got to roll for Spoopy Ghost.
19.
Oh Jesus Christ! Spoopy Ghost is on the ball now that he woke up. He got a nat 20 for
And
a,
no way
Nice.
to communicate anything.
for a total of 20, and he can't talk, so he can't tell anyone anyways.
Rip. Spoopy Ghost flails about vigorously.
Okay,
It's
so
got to
I
play
a
charades with us.
14 and a 12 for the undead.
Okay. Vooz, what did you get?
7.
7. Okay, I didn't roll for Spencer, and I probably shouldn't because yeah, that's a nat 1.
Got that out of the way.
Yep. Anyway, so Violet and Spoopy Ghost would see, even though Violet is still a bit of a distance away, would see that
I ate a lot of carrots.
yes, would see that her eyes are kind of tinted orange. Anyway, no. Would see that the ground underneath where the all this like nonsense is occurring is shifting slightly.
Oh boy.
And I guess let's see. Jamie, you said you rolled a 14, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say that you see it too, because you're close enough.
Where was this?
The ground underneath this pile of spider and bodies
So
is.
it's shifting like it's as in there's an earthquake or
It seems to be like localized. Like the ground is kind of like heaving a little bit, I guess. Not like severely, but just kind of shifting a little bit.
Is it
Like it's
going,
soft soil.
like- is it
Oh.
going like that, like something's trying to erupt out of it, or is it like starting to sink down, or just like a bit of both?
It is kind of a bit of both. Like the area where the spiders landed is kind of like sinking down, and then like the areas like on the outside of that like impact crater are kind of like raising up a little bit.
Okay. Would I be able to yell that out for the group or not while it's not my turn?
I mean, I'd say you could
Okay, I'm just gonna straight up
if it's
yell
if it's quick.
yell down, guys, the ground is moving.
Okay. I'll accept it. That works.
Yes, short.
Okay. But that's all that happens this turn. Spencer is going to. I guess I should have said that he's going to get closer to the action, but he'll, I guess, use his action to dash closer, so he can do Bernie things.
Where is Spencer
Runs
right
towards
now?
danger. I like
Spencer
it.
is like even further away than Violet was.
He's running along the ground behind the carpet because the carpet moves faster than Spencer does.
Yep. So Vooz, you're up. You have 3 spider legs in your hand.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just continue to hold those in my right hand and start stabbing the bejesus out of my lovely prone grappled spider with advantage. Alright. The first one is gonna be 28, and the second one is going to be
Out of curiosity, what is your modifier?
plus 16.
So unless you roll a nat 1, you don't actually have to, or a 20, I guess, you don't have to tell me.
We got this then. Okay.
It's because she has
Oh,
the
you
cloud
know-
giant belt.
Shit, I forgot to add in my paladin D8 of radiant damage from smacking a thing earlier, so I'm gonna do that now. 1 more point of radiant damage
Oh,
from
baby.
the earlier
It is
round.
now bloody. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay. So now that I got that out of the way, yeah, I don't think I need to smite these. I'm just gonna keep wailing on it. So that's gonna be remembering to do stuff. It's 15 points of necrotic damage and another 1 point of radiant damage on the first hit.
Alrighty.
And the
Now
second
it's bloody.
one, the second one is 16
Riddles.
necrotic and 5 radiant.
Alrighty. Oh, that's right. I forgot. These things have a thing that I should have been doing. Let's see. Give me a dex save.
All right. Is this a magical effect?
No.
Okay. 13.
Okay. When you stab this thing with your sword, a burst of acid flies out of it, and you take 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's just protein.
Protein. God, I'm gonna see that in my nightmares. Fuck.
I think no, don't do that.
Okay.
Anything else?
Die.
No, I think
That'd be
think
fun.
I'm good right now.
Okie dokie. I'm not gonna try and drag the spider off.
I mean, I'm gonna drag this spider next to Virgil's spider, and we're just gonna cement the pile of nonsense and probably make it worse. So just start
Alrighty.
dragging him by his legs over here across the moving floor, and some chewing gum gets stuck on its butt.
As you start walking, trying to drag it or whatever, you also can just feel the ground starting. It feels like it's not that it's giving way, like you're on sand or anything like that, but it almost feels like something is shifting underneath the ground.
Okay.
You can feel Vuz's concern for this. It's just if something pops out, I'll just stab that too.
Yep.
Yep. Join the party.
Top of the
I
round,
just
reactions
want-
are back.
I want Vooz to if something else does pop out of the ground, Booze to grab that and just like smash them together like one of those little like possessed toy monkeys.
That'd be something Brogark
I
would
will
do.
use this spider as an improvised weapon.
That's something Brogark would do. He would just beat someone to death with the spider's corpse.
I've
What, I
done it
have to improvise
before.
somebody else. I've got to make up for the lack of Brogark in the party.
I cut off a frost giant's head and used it to impale his friend.
That is true.
But yeah,
Uh,
that's the end of my turn.
Do I know or understand or have a feeling of what's going on here that's causing this?
Not
Seismic
entirely sure. You have a feeling that it may or may not be related to the spiders that inhabit this area. If no, now that you're closer and can get a better look at them for yourself, if you want, I won't have it like cost you anything, but you can make like a knowledge or history check to see if you know what these things are,
Okay.
because you're the book smart one.
Oh, I crit.
There you
Guess
go.
what happens? 40.
40.
Nice.
Is that all?
Is that it? You know everything about arachnids.
Yes.
I might have done a few things with these things.
Right?
Why did you learn so much about spiders to keep Lysandra out?
No, we find
Maybe.
out that's why Brogark left.
I don't think
When we-
Brogark spot spiders yet.
when we ask
Oh, no, he
Brogark
does.
about it, he's just like, legs, so many legs,
Not enough leg days.
too many legs, but not enough leg day.
I can't work out this much.
More legs than days.
Yes.
Legs for days? No, too many. More legs than days.
Yeah. Anyway, you know that these things are highly venomous, and they've got poisonous blood, as was just discovered by stabbing one and standing in close proximity to it. Um, they are also typically spellcasters, though these ones don't seem to have cast any spells at you yet.
It's because
Otherwise-
Raywin's sitting over there with a sign that says counterspell.
Try it, bitch, on the sign.
Come at me, bro.
Right. Other than that, you know, these things typically have an affinity for lightning.
Like an affinity, they'd like it.
A what now?
You said affinity, right? Like they like
Yes. Yes.
it. In a good way that it heals them.
Since you rolled like, I am
40.
God levels of knowledge, no, they are not actually healed by or even immune to lightning. They just happen to enjoy it.
It's
That's their kink.
Which could be why they're made their home on these large metal spires of the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel.
Their weakness is kink shaming them for that lightning kink.
Yep. You also know that the poison venomous blood is unstable, and that it typically is forcefully expelled in much the same way that bowels are evacuated when they die.
Gross.
Two things that apparently Raywin knows a lot about: death and spiders.
Okay. Well. The one that's clinging onto the Ferris wheel, he has not moved in like ages. All he's done is cast some spit. Do any of well, I guess you can't really see the ones on the ground, but does that one up high on the Ferris wheel, does that one look scared of this event going on, like this the earthquake, the ground shuddering?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I will continue running towards the
Action.
the action, so to speak. And I'm gonna run straight towards them as far as I can go, which is I'm 90 feet away, so I'll move like 30, and then I'll have another 60 remaining, where they're both like right beside each other.
Okay.
And is Vuz and Virgil, are they both on top of the spiders?
The one that Virgil had knocked off righted itself, and I kind of did a poor job of like describing that, I guess, because I didn't describe it at all. But yeah, Virgil and the spider are no longer occupying the same square.
Okay. Excellent. I want to cast a lightning bolt using my Staff of Power, and I want it to hit both spiders because they're beside each other.
Yeah, I dragged mine over.
Yep.
And I'll do so, and I'll target both of them, and this is the 5th level version of the spell, which is going to be like 10d6.
Alrighty.
DC 23 save.
Wow. Dex save, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoop.
I believe the one that's prone has advantage because it's prone.
Is that only against ranged like attacks that require an attack roll?
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with saving throws.
Okay.
I can double check that, but I'm like 90% sure that's how
Wow,
it
they
is.
both fail anyway, so
I'll still double check it anyways. Let's see, prone. Yeah, it says nothing about saving throws. Nothing at all.
28 so far, 30 points of damage.
how much was that again?
30 points of lightning damage to
30
both of them.
points. All right. Yeah, they are looking a little crispy. The one that Vuz landed on and stabbed several times more so than the other one at this
Okay.
point, but
And with the lightning being expelled, I believe I was like another 60 feet away. I'm going to use a bonus action to Misty Step to get right up to the action as close as I can, which gives me like 30 feet remainder to Virgil and Vuz.
okay.
And hopefully this lightning draws attention to me.
I mean, I'm also
Okay.
glowing really bright, so I might be thwarting you.
That's fine. It's all good in the hood.
I am going to, let's see here. As you cast your lightning bolt, it goes it goes straight through things, right? Like it just bzzz, straight line through everything in a line.
100-foot line from wherever she was.
Alrighty. As you cast it, it happens to go through one of the pillars of the roller coaster, and the whole thing just lights up for a brief moment.
Awesome. Completely intentional.
Yep.
Okay. Skeletons are going to move up another 30 feet, which leaves them, I believe, at like still a disadvantage though. So you guys pick up your dice. Help me again. +4 to the arrows.
Oh, jeez. Well, this is a little better than the last one. 13.
That's not happening. And it's not
Cock
happening.
die. 8. I'm helping.
Both miss. Both of mine miss. So
Pretty sure mine missed too. It was a 13. We all missed. The skeletons are not having a good day.
Guitar
Roll
skeleton
with
still
Isaac as
trying to
well,
use the
roll with
guitar
you.
as a short bow.
Sorry, I
It,
didn't hear what Jaming said over who was talking about guitar skeleton.
Sorry.
Both of mine missed.
Okay.
And while we're waiting for Isaac to do his, I guess we can roll the Deathlock Masterminds.
Oh,
which-
sorry. I rolled a 15.
15 will actually hit.
Yes.
guitar skeleton over there actually did manage to string an arrow this time on the guitar, but it just like fell down immediately.
Isaac roll d6 plus 8.
Are the Deathmaster skeletons also at disadvantage for their shooting?
120 feet.
That's the full 6 of damage.
Yes, you're still at disadvantage.
Okay, guys. So I just rolled at disadvantage for those guys. And yeah.
Did you like double nat one it?
Hold on.
Maybe double-
Jaming, that's 14. 6 plus 8 is 14.
12.
12.
6 plus. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 14.
6 plus 8, yeah.
Yeah, that's 14 points of damage from the arrow.
Alright.
Non-magical.
Oh my god, Skype, please.
What doing?
I was trying to send a picture of my dice box because I did double nat one. Oh, there it goes.
Ruined.
Rip.
The guitar skeleton managed to actually string an arrow in the guitar, and he ended up shooting the short bow of the other skeleton that double nat one.
No, this was for the mastermind though.
Yeah,
I
it was
thought.
the mastermind that double nat one.
So it's sitting there casting its incantation, and the arrow just like sticks it in the hand, and it's like, really?
Anyway, the other mastermind that I rolled actually got a 21 to hit at disadvantage.
17 for me at disadvantage.
Okay, that's 2 hits. What did Isaac get for this one?
I rolled like 8.
Oh, that's 2 hits though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
8 plus 6
improving.
is 14. I don't think 14 hits.
no,
Tried though.
not quite.
All right, he's 48.
Yep. And DC 16 save strength.
Oh, that's terrible.
right.
10.
Me too. 13.
I rolled a 7 and 3 ones.
23 points of necrotic damage to the one that Virgil is next to, the one that's still standing up, and we're trying to restrain that with the strength saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it needs to make 2.
Well, it doesn't matter because if it made or failed the second one, because it rolled a nat 1 on the first one.
Restrained.
The nat ones are flowing tonight.
Spencer's gotten 1, Spider's gotten 1, Matt got 2.
Mine's coming. I've rolled 2 20s. Mine's coming.
I'm sure mine's coming any moment now too.
You're gonna roll it on a sniper rifle shot and misfire.
Rip. Why would you curse
Because
me
I
like
feel
that?
like you're channeling your Lawrence Wayne today.
I am.
No, it's fine.
I'm done.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm getting close to it as possible. I'll throw off a few lightning bolts, and tentacles wrap around the spider that's still standing.
Alright. Spider that's still standing now looks about as crispy and not well off as the one Vooz is pummeling. So Violet can take her pick between those or the one that is on the
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
I'm gonna go for the Ferris wheel one, but
The restrained one will give you advantage.
that is true. How far is the restrained one away from me?
It doesn't matter. You have a sniper rifle.
No, that's what I was thinking.
120.
Because I was also about to ask you. It's like, given like what I know about the magic gun thing, does it also like cost an action to switch to a different gun then?
No, it costs you basically. It depends on what you do. If you just like let go of the rifle and switch weapons, it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
It only costs you something if you like actively try to like holster one weapon and get another one out. You can't do that in one round.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of literally just like dropping it and pulling the pistol out. No, because also the way I see it is that the rifle is still basically like there's like just a gun strap, so she can literally just drop it and it'll hang off of her shoulder. But that's beside the point. I was also thinking because like since I'm closer to the spider on the Ferris wheel, I can just pistol it and then I don't have to reload because it's 6
Yeah,
shots,
as long
but-
as you just drop the weapon, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Since the thing is, like pretty much dying, and I got a sniper, I might as well go for it. So that's
Right.
with advantage. The one that's prone. Oh wait,
The one that's prone is disadvantage, the one that's restrained is advantage.
restrained. Sorry.
So it's the
Restrained.
one next to me, not the one next to Vooz.
Yes.
The one that's upright but wrapped up,
I mean,
Mhm.
technically they're both next to Vooz right now.
right?
Math is hard. 25. And
Yeah, that'll hit.
with advantage. Yeah, no, it's 25. Okay. Firebolt sniper. That's 18 points of damage.
Alright. It is barely hanging in there, but it is still.
What a guy.
He's toughing it out. So that was your main action. Do you have any like bonus action fun things to do?
I kind of don't want to spend any more sorcery points. I'm running out, so I'm going to end my turn there. But how far am I away from Ferris wheel spider?
I really should have like drawn this out on the map.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to calculate with Ferris wheel spider too, because the Ferris wheel is apparently moving. So like it moves like 45 degrees on the wheel every time.
But
Oh
is
no,
it-
it's in the center. Like it's in the center of the spokes, and it's just kind of like rotating, like
Right.
spinning
Well,
around.
I'll just spend my movement to move closer to the Ferris wheel. We'll just say that.
Yeah, I guess it depends on I'm gonna say that the Ferris wheel itself is about, I don't know, 30 feet behind the roller coaster where the spiders were that they fell
Right.
off of.
Okay,
That means you're 150 away from the Ferris wheel.
cool.
Uh,
So,
he was 80 feet away from the roller coaster spiders as of his last turn because he did move the carpet up.
that is true.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I'll just move up, so 80 plus 150. Oh my god, math.
No. Just Oh,
So he'd be- what, he'd
I don't
be-
know. I don't know anymore.
That's 230
I feel-
minus
No,
40.
no.
I feel
No,
like
that-
I
that's
should
a
have.
lot.
I feel like I should have doodled this.
Great. Okay, Del, did you say the Ferris wheel is 30 feet away from the roller coaster?
Correct.
Okay, so if you move the carpet forward 40 feet, you'll be 70 feet away from spinny Ferris wheel spider.
Cool, so 70 feet away is good. We'll go with that.
Good.
That reminds me, what is the range on this shit?
I
Close
better
enough.
figure it out because it's your turn. Haha.
The range is, oh, it's 120 feet. That's plenty. Okay. So it's my turn. I will let's see. So how did you lay this out? Like, am I now in the zone of control of both of these spiders?
I don't know. Would you want to be?
I mean, I'm not asking if I want to be. I'm asking, am I? Because it changes what I do with this turn.
I imagine that Virgil was on the far right, so he's only like close to one, while Vuz is in between both. So it's alternating spider, Vuz, spider.
Yeah,
Virgil.
that sounds fair. I'll go with that.
I
So
was,
you're
like,
next to one.
In my head, I was thinking like, Vuz just drags a spider over next to Virgil and is like, "You dragged me into this. I'm dragging this to you."
So, okay, with that layout in mind, I will I'll bop the one that's like that's nearer to me doesn't look very good, right?
And
Correct.
restrained.
Actually, I'll lay it out more this way. Like we're side by side, and I'll borrow a skeleton here. And
I have a
the
spider?
spiders are like side by side next to us. That way, Ravenous could have hit
There.
both with the lightning bolt and not me.
I have a spider.
I don't have control of it. I also don't have control of your token.
Control by everyone. Control by everyone.
There. And,
Oh, actually,
and
these
then
spiders are
Ravenous
bigger.
was like up here.
Wait, I gotta
Yes,
make the
they are large spiders.
I gotta make the spiders bigger. I missed. There we go. So is it like, is that what you intended?
There. We'll go with this.
Okay, so I am in the zone of control of both of them. Okay. That's what I was trying to confirm, so I could determine what to do. Okay. So since I'm in the zone of control of both of them anyways, I'm gonna pummel the one that Vuz has been pummeling because it still has Hex on it, so I'll get more damage that way.
And it's still prone, so you have advantage.
Yep. That advantage is gonna give me a total of 22 to hit.
I'm not sure what the hex symbol is, so I'll just do that. That'll hit.
Okay, so it is going to take a d6 from my sword and then a d6 from Hex. So that's going to be 9 points of piercing damage and 9 points of necrotic damage.
Alrighty.
And then if it's still alive, we will just do it again.
It's not. Yeah. 0 is unconscious. Yeah.
Well,
No, I died.
For an NPC, 0 is dead.
Okay. Okay.
It
Slightly
is-
different rules, because like in 3.50 is like you're still conscious, but you're like in the Mortal Kombat finish him pose, where you're just kind of like,
Okay,
dazed.
so I will attack the one that is in front of me then with that roll, because I already rolled it, but I will use the first die I rolled instead of the second, because I do not get advantage.
Restrained.
It's restrained? Do you get advantage on restrained?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so I'll just leave leave it as it was. So that is going to be higher than a 22, so it's going to hit, because it was a 15 on the die, so... That is going to be 9 points of piercing damage again, and... Ooh, got the full 6, so that makes it a total of 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Alright, and then I will use my bonus action to fire off one of my... See, how many charges do I get? I gain... On Crown of Stars, it gives me 7 motes, so let me mark that down. I have 7 motes. I'm going to use my bonus action to fire one of those motes at Ferris Wheel Guy.
If you had 10, you could convert it into a Primal Earth.
I see what you did there. Okay, so I fire it at the... So that uses my Eldritch Blast modifier effectively, so... That is going to be a total of a lot. 16 plus that. That's going to be it's going to be a 30 to hit. So I fire a mote off of my crown at it, and it is going to take... If I can scroll down to the damage on Crown of Stars, it is going to take 4d12 radiant damage.
That's a bit.
That's a bit, as long as I don't botch rolling it.
Right.
D12s are not my favorite die.
RNGesus, take the wheel.
That was exceedingly average. I got 20 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
That is exceedingly
Uh,
average damage.
Okay, so it is. This one is now also barely hanging on, but is still.
It's Spoopy
Spoopy
Ghost's
Ghost.
turn. Spoopy Ghost is gonna come down here and attack the spider that's barely hanging on.
Revenge, bitch.
The revenge of
Spoopy
Spoopy
Ghost
Ghost.
has advantage.
Spoopy Ghost does have advantage. That avoided a nat 1. He got, see, 22 to hit against... Spoopy Ghost likes rolling 22s.
That'll hit.
He's got to roll 3d6. Oh,
I
damn.
have to roll a save.
Wow, okay, so he just rolled 3d6 on the necrotic damage and rolled all 6s.
Wow.
I don't
So describe how, like,
Savage.
I realize this isn't like, the finishing blow of the encounter, but describe how Spoopy Ghost just chaosed everyone.
So we're all paying attention to, like, this spider, and we're paying attention to the one on the Ferris wheel. We're not really paying attention to where Spoopy Ghost went. And we're facing the spider. It's large. We can't really see. We're not really paying attention to what's going on behind it. So as we're fighting with it, suddenly it just sort of stops kind of flailing and starts more twitching as you see like the carapace start to corrode from the inside as Spoopy Ghost is like pushing his way from the back of it through the front of the carapace.
Oh, it looks like Alien.
Exactly.
Gross.
Except it's making woo noises the entire time.
Okay, I forgot to do this with the other one because I'm bad and stupid. But as the acid or the ghost comes through it, it spits a burst of acid from the hole at
Oh.
one of the two of you. Let's see who it is. At Virgil. Oh,
I'm
that'll hit.
disappointed.
I will try to use is it an attack roll?
Yes.
Okay, I will try to use Armor of Shadows to avoid it. We'll try. What do I get? Oh, that went out of the dice box. Stay in the box. I got a 3. I get hit anyways.
Spoopy
Alrighty.
Ghost. Damn you, Spoopy Ghost.
Right. So Spoopy Ghost like bursts through and a gout of acid pours out of the wound at Virgil, and you take 16 points of poison damage and
Okay.
make a Constitution save.
Okay, Constitution saving throw. I'm good at these, and then I have to make a concentration check once I'm done with that. Let's see. That is going to be a total of I'm next to Vooz, so I get +4. So that is going to be +4 plus that. That's a 30.
Yeah, that'll pass.
Okay, now I've got to make a Constitution saving throw for my concentration. I have advantage on that because I have Warcaster.
You
That
met the
is-
DC.
That is also a 30.
Okay.
I may have stacked everything in concentration on this character.
I noticed. You sure you didn't mean for it to be a cleric? Not sure if Capo.
I only have 4 spell slots, man. I gotta make sure they stick.
Right. Alright, so, the one last spider, that is kind of spinning on the wheel still, is going to raise, its donger, no, its staff, and, it is going to shout something in a language that sounds like gibbering and laughter and screams. That I don't think any of you understand.
Probably not.
What language is it?
Void speech?
No.
No.
That's not even accessible in the PHP.
Can't learn this one, bitch.
I need both Virgil and Vooz to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, so this must be some sort of creature ability then.
Oh, I think
It
we
is
are
not,
confused.
actually. It is a spell.
23.
Okay, wisdom
Can I
save.
counterspell?
Are you close enough?
I am.
you are.
So I'm 60 feet away from the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, I assume that the range on it's longer than that, yeah?
It's 60 feet.
Yeah, you can.
I can, you say?
But do you?
But do I? Like, if I don't know what it is, like, do I know it's a spell though?
You can see it like weaving magic. It's not like trying to spit acid at somebody.
So I obviously know it's a spell, right? So you're-
Yes.
Okay. I will counterspell if I know.
Okay.
At third level, so do I need to roll?
You do not. So spell gets counterspelled.
Okay.
And then it hisses in frustration.
All right.
All right. Also, at this point, where did I put that? There it is. Where?
I think the party has activated his trap card.
I'm sure, but we knew it was coming. We just sort of stood in it.
Right.
Bring it!
Okay, so two spined appendages burst out of the ground on either side of the existing spiders, and will make an attack roll against both Virgil and Vooz.
Spiny appendages. I'm not sure I have a token for spiny
Are
appendage.
these like within melee range of us?
Yes.
So,
Okay,
so what do you mean by spiny appendage? Like it looks
Are
like
you
a...
talking like Abathur's little claws, sort of
Basically,
thing?
Tentacles!
that's what they look like for right now.
You're like pokey legs.
Yes.
I was trying to find something that would befit that. Okay, what about this?
They slap you.
That'll work.
The one that attacked Virgil got an
So
18.
where are these things relative to the spiders? Like over here?
Yes.
There we go.
Where did my dice go? There it is. And the one that attacked Woo's got a 23.
What did it get against me? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
18.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, the other one will hit me.
Okay.
And I have a
let's see.
question. Is the one that hit Virgil in melee range of me for a sentinel reaction attack?
Technically speaking, it would be.
All right.
Smack.
Let's take the damage first because
Whack a
we're good at
tentacle.
taking damage.
Okay, it doesn't really do all that much damage. It's 11 points of piercing damage, non-magical.
Did you roll the damage for me yet?
I'm just using the average damage.
Oh, okay, 11. All right, so I'll roll a concentration check.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter what I roll at that low of damage.
I will roll an attack roll.
Come on, I really wasted a nat 20 on a concentration check.
25 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And we
You
will
the fuck out of that spell.
Sentinel
Yeah,
reaction
I
attack.
concentrated the fuck out of that spell.
So that's gonna be 17 points of necrotic damage, 3 points of radiant damage, and this whatever creature this appendage is attached to, its movement speed is 0.
Maybe the appendage is the creature.
Find out.
Okay. So that's kind of funny, actually. So the appendage is kind of like twitching about after bursting through the ground. And let me move these actually a little bit. They're more like right there. There we go. That makes more sense.
Oh right, Spoopy Ghost is like
Spoopy
right
Ghost.
here.
Yep.
Actually, let me fix this. There we go.
So the one is just kind of like twitching and flailing around a little bit. Let me just do a thing. Let's take that off of there. There we go. The other side bursts forth and reveals that it wasn't just an appendage, it was attached to another spider.
The other one is stuck.
And the other one is twitching and probably stuck underground.
Gross.
Fine.
You Spoopy Ghost is just like looking at the one that is stuck with like question marks over its head.
It's the confused Varian spray.
Yep. If you want, at the end of like its turn here, we can take our break because I realize we're a little over for that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Alright, so we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes-ish. Stick around.
Some scenes may not be appropriate for younger audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
But that somehow manages to still be a positive memory, so.
Well, we missed at least part of that conversation in the recording, and why did Jaming's camera got very, very small during the break, apparently.
Because
That was on purpose.
OL small?
Nope. It's still deciding what size it wants to be.
I don't know. It just does that. I'm not even.
Yeah,
pressing
it keeps
anything.
switching between like 4.3 and 16.9.
Weird. There, I fixed it. Alright, we are back. And,
Okay.
and as people might be able to see, I'm going to switch it to battle view so that we get a better... I forgot to switch...
Battle.
I forgot to switch it to battle view actually during the fight because I'm stupid.
Rip.
Wait,
That's
why
okay,
why
you're
is battle
not-
view completely black? What the hell? Oh, there we go. It's like, what am I missing? But I fixed it. Okay.
Freeze doesn't have the aura. It's 10-foot aura right now, right?
yes.
I quickly whipped up some tokens on this to make it look less ridiculous. I should have made Spoopy Ghost a token.
Spiders are spiders, bro.
I'm moving Ravenous' skeletons around and probably making it worse.
Okay, so end of Spider's turn. Spencer is going to continue to move closer,
Try to run.
and yes, and he realizes he could be flying, but you know, excuse me,
Might need that later.
right? But he'll just go and throw a firebolt again at the spider that is fully out of the ground because he can kind of see that, but he's gonna miss because that was a really shitty roll. Actually, it might not. Let me. What is his modifier for that? How does he have a plus 17 to hit with that?
God damn.
Okay, I guess he does hit it.
Legit.
Robert the Archmagi is
There
so
we
good.
go. Now Spoopy Ghost has a proper token. He's a party member.
Yay.
So he can die.
Yes.
Didn't your tokens move up like 1 square?
The tokens did get moved up by a square, but
Which-
this isn't really an accurate representation of much of anything anyways, and the
What, like-
skeletons are in the wrong area, so
well, like
if we want to go into our orientation, these belong over here.
what? Like these need to be over here.
Yes. I believe
Oh
that's
my
how
God,
it was
You
earlier.
guys are crazy.
We're teamwork. We're fixing it, and then Spencer's like back here, and Violet is on the carpet, like
And these things aren't even here. They're like, we left
somewhere over
those.
here,
We left those miles away.
and
Where-
we're not sure where Arcana ran off to.
Gotta protect my stuff, yo.
Hold on, I gotta like move the memes but preserve them.
She protect.
I'm trying to select all the memes and move them. There we go.
Let's see. The memes are important. You gotta keep those.
You gotta keep the calculus up there, man.
Right?
It's Halloween. It's spooky.
I moved the calculus down there so that we have more room up here.
Okay, so this thing doesn't actually have that thing, so... What, really? That's weird. Anyway, yeah, Spencer shoots it with a firebolt, and it actually does pretty decent damage. I rolled really good on that. That's 7, 14, 26 points of damage with a firebolt. And that's it for his turn. Booze, you are up. There is a spider that just erupted from the ground to your right, immediately to your right, and there is a leg that looks very similar to one of the legs possessed by said spider that is out of the ground next to you, but it is just kind of stuck.
Can I attempt to rip this leg off of the spider?
That's a good question.
Sure.
That's why I'm asking the DM. What sort of check do you want for this?
Well, I would say first you would need to grapple it.
Right, we will grapple it.
Why do you even
Remember,
ask her
Voo's
to
brave
roll?
little spiders need to die.
Brave spiders must die. Plus that 32.
Yep, nope, that's not happening.
Grapple the spider. Its
Yep.
move speed is 0 again.
Still,
And then my phone starts making noise thing over here. What the fuck?
divide by 0. World explodes. Okay, so spider is grappled. If you really want to try and...
I know what I want to do. The spider is grappled, and what I want to do, I want to like rip the spider's arm out of the ground and like make it stab into his friend. And if the rest of the spider happens to get yoinked out of the ground in the process of this, that's okay. Or if the arm gets ripped off in the process of this, that's also okay.
Go ahead and make an attack roll with the other spider's appendage.
Is that an improvised weapon?
It is. It should be.
We'll sort that out.
Okay.
When the
Good.
time comes.
Yep.
Let's see. That's gonna be a 16, assuming it's an improvised weapon, so it's just plus strength.
Okay. So, I mean, that's what was it on the die? I guess was it like a 10 or 11?
It was an 8 on the die.
Oh, okay. Sadly, you did not quite rip the spider's leg completely off, but you do manage to yank a bit more of it up out of the ground. It's kind of like half stuck in the ground now. And since you're the one using this spider's like leg against the other one, I will have you roll.
Like 68.
So it's basically it's over here, but it's only halfway out of the ground. So let's see.
It's kind of like underneath Spoopy Ghost's square, actually.
Let me see if
shit.
Shit, where'd it go?
Somebody moved it.
Tokens go yoinking across
I'm
the screen.
trying to find it. It got lost. There we go. There it is.
Why somebody's moving around like a black square over here? What the hell?
Shh. Shh. I'm doing that on purpose. Stop. Wait. Put that back. Where is
It's a
Spoopy Ghost?
surprise.
Let me grab this. Put this up front. Put this here.
This is so involved.
I was like, one of these things is not quite like the others.
It's halfway out of the ground.
Okay. Does it have half cover?
Oh, man.
Yes. Question
Our
mark.
special effects
Oh.
department.
Oh, man. I love you.
There's a reason
You
I
have to make Vooz's aura like over everything though, because now it looks goofy.
I don't
Or
think
does
you,
that not
I don't
I
happen?
think
don't
you
know,
can.
man.
Damn.
But yeah, there's a reason I keep a this is a black like JPEG square in my little like library.
He's
That's
prepared
racist.
for this. He's trained for this.
Squares are
A lot
people,
of things
too.
you can do with a black pixel.
What sort of damage am I rolling here?
Oh, right. I will have you
Making him
roll a
stab his
d12
friend.
actually, because its claws are rather sharp.
God, I hate D12s. So terrible.
Get owned.
Okay, that's... I'm assuming I'm gonna add my strength modifier
Yes.
to this. So that's gonna be an 18 points of damage.
Damn. What did you roll? An 11?
10.
Nice. Alright, so you stab its buddy, or make him stab his friend, and you pull enough of it out that its like head popped out, and it gets to watch itself stab its friend. Because you're cruel like that.
Why are you stabbing yourself?
Why are you stabbing yourself? Do you have anything else you would like to do?
I want to laugh at this poor bastard. I made him stab his
Wow.
friend.
Laugh maniacally.
That's a free action.
Alright. Top of the round, Raywood, you're up.
I'm just glad he's still grappled. This is not efficient use of action economy that I don't care, it's fun.
It's alright. I'll make up for it. Because while Vuz is laughing, I'm gonna bring down the roof. I walk up the remainder of the distance, whatever it is, and essentially when I'm walking up, I have my staff in one hand, and my left hand I have something floating in my hand. It's just levitating above my hand, and I'm kind of just, doing that thing where you levitate stuff. In my hand is a metallic D6, and I levitate, throwing the D6 over between the two spiders, and I say, "The die is cast." And Darren's portable fortress
Jesus.
explodes out
Oh
as it
lord.
lands between them. They need to make dexterity saving throw, DC 15. They'll
Wouldn't
take 10
everybody in that
10
immediate region?
bludgeoning damage. Yes. I'm gonna center it. Matt, if you can draw me a 20 by 30, a 4 by 5.
A 20
Square.
by 30 square, so 4 by
Yeah.
5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What was the save they had to make? 15?
So this thing right here.
I'll look in a second.
Poor spoopy ghost.
Can I make this not a drawing? Nope.
Well, if it's non-magical damage, the ghost might not. Anyway.
It's bludgeoning, I think, yeah.
Okay. 52 on a fail, half as much on a success.
Savage.
Okay, so is that the right size, Jamie?
Yes, more or less.
Okay. Oops,
And,
I threw a block of lava on the screen. That's not what I wanted
The
to do.
floor is lava.
So-
Because of the way that they're oriented, we can even have it not touch Spoopy.
Where is this going?
Where
just
Spoopy
going-
isn't.
No, like the edge of it needs to be here along this row. It will smush like half of the spider up.
Actually,
Or
um,
that'll work.
Matt, can you rotate it so that the length is facing you guys?
Oh god, it does not. Let me try. Rotate.
Oh my god, I never realized I can do this.
Oh God.
Point to point.
Yes.
D&D just got a lot more intense, boys.
It's kind of
More
crooked,
Start
but
seeing- we're gonna start seeing vector math next session.
Yep.
you
There's
say
just
you,
nothing but vector math.
you say that like we haven't had vector math in a session before.
And there's all that you see is just like a giant wall in front of your face and a door.
Well then,
Did they get pushed to either side of it? I assume.
Yes, they get pushed. Because some of them are under the earth, I don't know how you want to do that, but they do get pushed away from the structure.
Okay.
And just for the record, this entire structure is an adamantine fort. I'll give you a little bit more details about that.
I
And-
think this should get like maybe moved either this way or like this way. 'Cause I still have its leg, unless it gets pushed this way and the leg detaches.
Make a strength save.
can you hold on?
I will try. Let's see. That's a modified
Oh.
20.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. It's actually supposed to be a square, not a rectangle. It's 30 feet high.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
redraw that. So how many
Wait.
squares by how many?
4.
Just 4 in general. Okay, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can't you just do? No, stop. No. No, stop.
There. It's fine. Just do that. There.
You could have just shrunk it by a square.
You can't shrink a drawing after you already drew it.
Really?
Like you can change the scale of the drawing, but you can't change like how many squares
Well,
it would
yeah.
occupy.
I mean, oh, I gotcha.
I'm trying to draw it like grid accurate, and I can't change it, so it'd be like
Yeah, you
that.
can. Anyway, it's got a bounding box. So, I guess I
Oh.
thought this thing was getting pushed further.
Oh, I guess you can
Um,
change it per side, but since when can you do that?
I also thought it was getting pushed further.
Because this thing is again a large creature, it, you know, go ahead and just roll me like 2d6.
I got this. Oh, that's savage. 9.
All right. So you don't manage to rip its leg off because it didn't go far enough for that, but you do hear a nice satisfying crunch as part of its carapace like snaps a little bit, like there's a crack in it along its leg that you have a hold of still. And it takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage, I guess? Crack damage? My leg
Crack
almost got
damage.
pulled off damage.
9 points of ouch damage.
Yes. That one succeeded its save, so it takes half of 54.
50, 52,
Oh, it's 52? Okay. So that would be what?
26.
26. So it takes 26. The other one takes the full brunt of the damage.
Already dead yet?
Yeah, the one that took the full brunt of the damage is bloodied. The other one is not yet.
Repeat process. Got it.
Keep dropping. You just keep pulling up more fortresses.
I don't know,
Nah,
can
I
you
don't know how to do
dismiss
that.
this? I can drag it over to his buddy again.
And you just like drop it like it's hot.
Because they are pushed now, firing squad available maybe, are they in weird places because they were pushed?
Well, they're kind of like your little firing squad is oriented kind of the same direction that like the things are. So you wouldn't be able to hit the one that is bloodied, but you'd be able to hit the one that Vuz still has a hold of.
Okay, well let me sidestep to Virgil. I kind of say hi, and
Hi.
let the firing squad begin. Everybody pick up your d20s.
Yay.
Oh right, I don't have
Are
to
we
roll the
still
disadvantage.
We're not at disadvantage anymore, are we? Because
No.
we're walking closer.
Yeah, have we gone close enough, Delph?
You should have by this point.
We've been. How many rounds has it been? They can move 30
Sure.
feet around. It's been 3 rounds.
30 feet. 90. They're still out of range, I think.
Okay, so we are.
It's
if
120
they-
for short bow, isn't it?
No, 80 feet.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Okay, so we are still at disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Still a disadvantage, okay.
Is
And what's the modifier again?
4,
4.
got a-
11.
15.
Oh man, 17.
She's 15, you perverts.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, that is the wrong sheet.
I guess does the 15 hit?
I looked at the wrong sheet, sorry. Yes, it does.
Oh hey, at least one of them hit. What did I do with the carpet? I have I have an icon for the carpet and I can't find it.
What sort of damage dice is this?
A d6 8. Piercing.
D6. plus
D6
8.
8.
13 points of arrow damage.
Oh whoops.
More importantly, it takes an arrow to the knee.
One
The
of
arrow,
the many knees.
Right. The arrow managed to somehow get in the crack in the carapace, and it is now bloodied. Blood is like spurting from the wound.
Oh, crap.
Nothing happens. It's not one of those kind of things.
Wait, so which one's hit? Was it the 15 that hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
So was it just me that got a 15? Or did
No,
someone
I
else
got a
get one?
17.
Okay, so I need to roll. What is its roll? Is it
A D6 plus 8.
12?
All right.
So 2 out of 5 shots hit, and then the death locks go, which they're not at disadvantage, so it's just a d20.
I gave Violet the carpet. I went and dug the carpet out. I don't know if it's the right size, but
Oh man.
Close enough.
let's see.
This is plus 6.
Yeah, plus 6,
22.
18.
23.
Isaac.
Okay.
And that is what?
Roll a d20 and add 6.
No. I mean,
48.
I already did that. Like, what's
Necrotic.
the damage roll?
48 necrotic.
48. Oh, God, D8.
Wait, so I'm not rolling anymore?
You are.
Okay,
He
16.
was talking to Matt. 16. I think it's 16 hits.
What is? Why is
Roll,
my
Isaac, roll 4d8 damage.
4d8? God. Okay.
That didn't go in the roll
That was a
well.
pretty vicious roll, actually. Good lord.
I'm glad yours was, because mine wasn't.
I got 22.
15.
Damn.
I told
8.
you it was a pretty vicious roll.
20. I just had my number, but I forgot. 17
Is that to hit or for damage?
damage.
Okay.
I got a 23 to hit.
It's a lot
Okay.
of damage.
And it needs to succeed on 4 strength saving throws, DC 16, or become restrained again. It's not dead, unless it's dead.
It doesn't matter because it's dead.
It's very dead.
It's very dead.
Do I get the leg now?
It hasn't completely come off, but I mean, you can try and rip it off now if you want. On your turn. Raywin, anything else, or
think-
is...
I think that'll be it.
Alright. Violet is up.
Okay, so I'm probably closer to the guy on the Ferris wheel, and I figure y'all got it down there.
I need to find a Ferris wheel.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go pull out my pistol and start taking pot shots at the guy on the Ferris wheel.
The map's not quite big enough to put the Ferris wheel guy in.
I can fix that.
Make it small so it looks far away.
I could just do this.
22?
That will hit. Oh, it's bigger.
That's what she said.
Oh no, like half of my dice fell. Rolling that. Oh, that's ow! Holy
something-
shit, that's actually really good.
Why are we all down here now?
Because I'm trying to make a Ferris wheel.
28.
But the Ferris wheel was like over here.
Well, I need more room. Hold on.
That's 34 points of damage.
Savage.
How big is
Holy
this supposed
shit.
to be? I have no idea.
Close enough. Big enough for a spider to fit in the middle.
I gotta find the spider again.
That's a pretty wicked looking Ferris wheel.
Yeah, it's the closest thing I could find. There's a spider. I gotta make him bigger.
Okay, so it definitely just took a bunch of damage. Not quite bloated yet, but it's, you know, working its way there.
We're getting there.
Anything else, Violet, that you would like to do?
No, I'm good for now.
Alrighty. Mr. Virgil.
Okie dokie. So, that dude's still on the Ferris wheel over there and all that. Let's see. So I will continue to... Well, let's see. Do I want to hex that or do I not want to hex that? My bonus action is important. I guess
Hashtag important.
it is important. Yeah, I guess the... Yeah, I'll walk over here and we'll just attack this guy. I'm not gonna move the hex right now. We'll just attack him. And that is a really terrible roll. That is going to be 18.
You pervert.
18
That'll
to
hit.
hit. And then one more roll. That's going to be higher than 18. That's 21. So I get 2 attacks on it. Ooh, that's the full 6. So that's going to be 11 points of piercing damage and 5 points of necrotic damage on the first attack.
Alright.
Second attack is going to be 10 points of piercing damage and 5 points of necrotic damage. And then as my bonus
Okay.
action, I will launch another mote at this guy over here. So we're going to launch a mote at him, and we're going to see if that hits. That is going to be a 23 to hit,
That will.
and he's going to take 4d12 damage. Oh, damn, I rolled a 12 on that one.
How much is 40-12? Ha!
That 12 was then ruined by other shitty rolls. That is going to be 31 points of radiant damage from the mote.
Alright. It is bloodied.
I have 5 motes remaining, and that is the end of my turn. It is... Wait, oh, I gotta put Spoopy Ghost back on the
Spooky
thing.
Ghost.
Spoopy Ghost is supposed to be after me, but I changed his token, so he vanished from the list.
Is he gonna
Oof.
fly through the wall?
He was probably like that there. Yeah, so he is there. He can move... Does that count as difficult terrain for him if he moves through stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You better
as if
stat block.
as if it were difficult terrain.
Oh, okay, so he's probably going around.
Now, if he goes through it, he could probably go straight through it because he's like he could come like right through here and still make it because he's got 50 feet of movement. So he could if he comes
Okay.
out right here, he's fine.
Depends on how thick the walls of the fortress are. Because isn't it like
Is
X
it hollow
feet per 1
inside?
foot?
It's hollow inside. It's actual fort. You can go in.
Yeah, so Swoopy Ghost can just like
Oh yeah,
phase through it.
He'll be fine.
He can just phase through this and come out on the other side over here. We'll move one more square over just to be clear of the wall.
Doesn't this mean he could even attack through a wall but would be blind?
He could, but if he ends his turn in the wall, he takes a bunch of
Yeah.
damage.
The wall's like probably only like 5 inches thick at most.
Actually, does he have... I didn't explicitly tell him to do that. Does he have enough intelligence to think of that? Probably not. So he's just going to make an attack roll. 24 to hit.
That will hit.
And that deals 3d6 necrotic. That was exceedingly average. 3, 6, 7, 8 points of necrotic damage, and it has to make a DC 10 con save.
Okay. I don't know why I grabbed a different dice. Oh, it passes that.
Yep, I figured. Anyways, that's the end of its turn.
Alright.
I like how someone labeled the fucking...
It's help in the morning.
Who labeled the what now?
Someone labeled the bad guy, the generic bad guy token.
Oh.
It is apparently labeled Delph in the morning.
I mean,
don't know,
the hair
its
isn't
hair
fabulous
is not
enough.
as fabulous.
Okay.
Also, it's lacking the tux and top hat
And a monocle.
and the mustache.
You can add the mustache. Anyway. Because the mustache is still on the map somewhere, yeah?
Oh yeah,
It's part of Mustachio.
it's down there on
It
Mustachios.
teleported to his head, actually.
It's a hat stash.
It has
Anyway.
become the most fabulous unibrow.
This spider is not long for this world, and in its fury, it is going to flail wildly at Virgil. One of those is definitely gonna miss. I think, right?
17
Where
to
is-
hit. It's 17 is the AC.
Oh no, I'm looking at its modifier. Because I can't do math. But yeah, 2 of them will hit, 1 of them will miss.
Alright, I will try. I will use my reaction to try and use Armor of Shadows on one of them. And it's gonna hit me anyways, because I rolled a 4. Damn, I cannot win with Armor of Shadows today.
GG. Okay. So you are going to take a grand total of 33 points of piercing damage.
Okay,
What?
33. Alright.
Is it because we haven't been hit by these things? But I feel like that's more than I
Well,
remembered.
That was 2 attacks, though. It could have been like 15 each. It's
Okay.
pretty average.
Alright, I thought it was just like 1 hit.
No, that was
Like,
2
was, like,
hits. It has 3 attacks. That was 2 hits.
Yep. 2 hits and a miss. Meanwhile, the other spider that is still spinning around on the Ferris wheel that does not really seem too keen on moving, because I'm lazy, is going to
Oh, I need to go
Ring
AFK
a
and answer the
doorbell.
door.
gonna ring Matt's doorbell.
No, he's gotta go answer the door. He's gonna leave.
Yep.
It's like, peace, fuckers, I'm out.
Peace out.
The pizza guy got here.
It's going to just, I guess, spit acid at, since Matt's not here. He's gonna spit acid at Violet, actually, because Violet is shooting at it, and it doesn't like that.
Come
So-
on, bro.
Actually, wait, no, it can't. Violet's too far away. Just kidding. Got kind of a short range. So I guess I'll do it at Virgil anyway, even though he's not here to defend himself. It's gonna miss, so he doesn't have to do anything anyway. Alright.
Yeah, that measure is
Spencer.
not actually to scale.
Right. Spencer is going to continue to move closer. He can't see the one spider, but he can still shoot at the other one. Because, spell sniper, huge range. That will hit. And
You know what this is useful for? Chain lightning.
oh boy. So that is going to be a lot of damage. Why can't I roll this good when I'm playing Spencer?
Because then you'd feel productive.
Right. 23 points of damage from Firebolt. Ooze, you are up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start walking around the building. I still have a spider's leg in my hand. I've kind of forgotten about it. I need to go kill the other one.
Dual wield.
Do you...
So, like,
Well, I don't think you officially ripped its leg off yet.
not yet. So, it's either going to snap off on the corner of Ravenous' fortress, or the body is just gonna get dragged behind me.
Since you like these kind of dice, roll me a percentile dice.
I will do this. 6.
6. Um, I guess I'll let you describe what happens as you, like, just kind of casually walk around the corner and its leg just falls off at the crack in its leg.
Oh, well, Vooz just starts walking forward. He's still got the spider's leg in his right hand. It just sort of cracks, and a gush of, like, fluids just splatters against the wall of the fortress. And he just walks by Virgil, and then ends up dropping it on the ground. And as my bonus action, I'm going to switch to the Holy Avenger. And then I'm going to make 2 great sword attacks against this one.
Crab legs.
Wow, that's fucking terrible. That is 22 on the lowest.
Yeah, those will hit.
Okay.
I assume Vooz
Hey.
is dealing with things.
Damn it.
You have a severed spider leg at your feet.
Oh, okay.
I dropped a d6. I have no idea where it went. Okay, it's purple d6. Let's do it. And you're terrible. Let's see. That's not right. This thing is not a fiend or undead, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I think that is still that. So it's 15 points. Actually, I can combine this because it's all radiant damage. So 21 points of radiant damage on the first one.
Alrighty.
And getting rid of that green d6. You're fucking terrible. Much better. And then 26 points of radiant damage on the second attack.
Alright. Do you want to, well, yeah, I'll let you describe this, because, you know,
Ooh, I found it.
RP and who's likes murder.
I do like murder. So Vooz walks around the corner of the fortress and just, like, casually drops the spider leg behind Virgil. It's still, like, twitching against his boot. Shoe. I don't know what he's wearing. He might be wearing shoes right now.
He's wearing socks with sandals.
He's not wearing socks with sandals. He knows better.
He's wearing those platform shoes.
Hundred and ten.
Okay, cool.
It helps if I unmute everything again. Okay, there we go.
I will. Let's have the death locks. We're gonna have the skeletons crouch down, and we're gonna do it like colonial times, where they're gonna shoot, and we're gonna just send some grave bolts. So
Send the
D20.
volley.
Yeah, send volley
Is-
of 14.
Is this at disadvantage or
Nope.
not?
This is the grave bolts first.
Okay. Let's go with
Plus
purple
six.
d20.
Plus
That likes
six.
to-
Yeah, I got
18.
a 13. Okay, Isaac 48.
You said so you said it's +9, right? Or plus.
plus
Six.
6 on the attack roll.
Well, okay, so that's gonna be 22.
That will hit. Isaac's will hit.
22 for damage.
Nice.
How much? How many
yeah.
d6 was it? Or d8?
8.
48.
48's right.
I
What
got
did you say you got?
I got an 18 on the die to hit, so
Okay. What did you say you got, Jamie?
I missed.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since you're the one who missed of the group, I will let you describe what happens when this volley hits it and ends the spider that is now currently upside down on the Ferris wheel.
I got 24 damage on mine.
19 damage on mine.
Okay, so this spider, if it just completely it gets obliterated, these black shrouds of darkness come out of the ground. They tie the spider onto the thing, and not only that, the entire Ferris wheel starts to grind to a halt as cogs of machines start to break down because of this wreathing mass that's holding it down. And in conjunction, it sets up the skeletons ready to take their volley of arrows, and it just like 300 Leonidas death scene, just covered with arrows. That's it.
All right.
One hell of a combat.
Yeah, that took a while.
Well, me crashing for 20 minutes didn't help.
Shh. Technical difficulties aside.
Technical difficulties aside, okay, so basically we're done with that. Probably no point in like looking these things over because they're spiders. It's not like they're gonna carry loot.
I'll explain to everyone what they are, because I had the knowledge of what they are. I know exactly what they are.
Yep.
Do I know where they come from?
That's a good question.
Like maybe like an Underdark spider or jungle spider or something like that.
It doesn't actually say. You know that they are a very ancient race, and they pretty much have an undying hatred of all humanoid races. The more legs, the better.
Well, something tells me it's safe to assume that they may have fallen out of the time rift, because something tells me these things don't belong here.
I guess they prefer men because men have 3 legs. So
Is that why it was just us under attack the whole time?
Hey, the one shot at Violet.
barely.
It tried
missed.
to.
It tried.
It mistook the sniper rifle.
Yep.
Okay.
Not
so-
actually a tripod. Okay, as the hubbub settles down, you now that you're closer to the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel, you see that a little ways beyond it there is a very large, like big top tent.
Well, that doesn't scream evil mastermind here or anything.
If I climb up the fortress and just maybe view from the battlements up top, can I see anything better?
Give me a perception check. And if anybody else would like to
Anyone.
follow, you are welcome to as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
anyone can
okay.
come in.
I want
Oh,
to pick
I
up
got it.
some of these spider
Never mind.
legs.
Oh, Matt, while you were disconnected, you missed it. Vooz, like, murdered the spider in the most brutal fashion.
Oh.
I cut off all the legs,
That's
and
one
now
way to
I'm
do it.
gonna pick them up and start like playing with them.
Vooz, like, stepped underneath the spider and did, like, a whirlwind attack, like, warrior style, just like...
That's one way to do it.
Put them between your knuckles so you're like Wolverine. I'm sure that's something every kid did.
Right.
Every kid that was aware of Wolverine, anyways.
Yeah.
Yup.
Anyway, so what did you get on perception check? Sorry,
3. I am admiring the beauty of this adamantine construct.
You're like, man, I did a really good job on
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
But we bought this off the vendor, didn't we? Someone else did a really good job on this.
I am.
This
No
is
one
a
knows that.
very, very well made.
Well-made artifact.
Yep. So just aiming. Nobody else is gonna go up there and look, or did I miss it? Because I'm
I
bad.
mean, I'll go up after I pick up a bunch of spider legs.
Can I see it from where I am in the carpet?
I suppose you're probably up in the air. You could get a look at it.
I got a 14 after
I can't see a damn
like
thing because I rolled in
spider
that one.
You see me playing with spider legs and are distracted. That must be it.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
see
I
if
got a-
Spencer can save the day.
I did get a 14, so after
Oh
I'm done
damn!
with the spider legs.
I got a 19. Not that my camera focuses on that. But so Spencer and Booze would notice as well that there seems to be a large like portrait of a man on the front of the tent. Spencer can make out that even though he doesn't have dark vision and it's getting dark out, there are a couple of lights nearby, and the picture of the person appears to be orange. And Matt missed the joke. Damn.
Sorry, it's that time of the year where the cat's like, I want in. Oh, there's no food. I want out. Oh, fuck, it's cold. I want in. Oh, there's no food. I want out. Oh, fuck, it's cold. And repeat like 100,000 times.
Nice. So other than that, though, there appears to be a fair amount of, I guess, traffic going in and out of the tent.
Fair amount. I get it.
And it appears to be mostly the shades, but there are the occasional things that are, like more corporeal and solid as well.
Oh, actual attendance.
I know, right?
Wow. Okay.
It's not just all spoopy ghosts.
Yeah, as we've been sort of walking through here and murdering spiders, like, have any of the anythings paid us any attention besides the murderous spiders?
No.
Okay.
Although you haven't gotten very close to any of the more solid ones, but they don't seem to be straying too far from where they are at. Whereas the shades are just kind of wandering about, like milling around, not really. I mean, they're kind of all over.
Alright.
Thinking. Okay. So clearly we're gonna have to go over to this tent.
I'm just gonna tie up these spider legs and then, like, hang them off my back like a backpack so I have, like, spider leg wings.
They're just
They're-
dragging
Oh, it's
on
like
the
it's
ground
like
because you're
without
so
the
short.
webbing.
It's like weird spider leg wings that are just, like, sticking out from behind me.
Best Halloween
So-
costume.
Her Halloween or Booze's Halloween costume is dressing up as Kerrigan. With like
No.
the King of Blades, King of Spiders. I don't know.
King of Spider Blades.
Yeah, I
And
got
Spencer
two
will relay
ears.
what he saw to the party as well. Sorry.
Oh, Spencer just runs here like he just makes it out of
Yep.
breath.
Well, he wasn't. Well, I guess he was dashing. Yeah, so he would be a little bit winded because I think he's got an all right con score. He could have done that.
There's nothing else around here, right? There's nothing at the octopus ride thing. Nothing suspicious.
Since you've kind of like changed positions a bit, you can definitely tell that weird noise is coming definitely from the direction of that octopus shrine, like specifically the middle of it. Shrine?
mean-
Ride.
The music.
Yes.
She said shrine. That is probably a mind flare. Violet. We need Violet.
I don't know why I was thinking shrine.
But it's
I
just
really don't.
You're still mourning Diablo.
Yes.
it's just the music that's there. Like it's nothing else, right?
Yes. As
All
far
right.
as you can tell.
Okay.
The ride is going, like it is moving, and the arms are kind of going up and down.
Yeah, that thing creeps me out because it looks like a mind flayer, and I'm not from this time, so why would anyone make it? It probably is a shrine to me.
They make it
I
because it's
suppose-
supposed to be amusing.
I get it. I'm gonna just speak the command word, and I'm gonna collapse the fort back to a D6, and it looks like a transformer doing it, and it makes that transformer noise.
That was the first thing I thought of when you said Transformer doing it. Is it doing it with the fax machine though? Like, is it dubstep?
Is this the actual
Yeah.
noise? Oh, there we go.
I heard a peep. Was that a
That-
chair creaking? Or
That was my chair squeaking.
Oh no, I was playing the Transformer noise over stream.
Oh.
Um.
Okay,
I guess
so
we should head over towards the tent.
yeah, it looks like we should go to the tent and we should get a move on because we've been dallying for a while. So let's just sort of I say let's just approach it and see what happens, and then we'll decide further if we actually get to the tent and nothing happens.
I'm
Okay.
still on the carpet.
Violet still is chilling up there. She hasn't actually moved. She's still like just laying there, like this is actually kind of comfy with her gun in her hands.
Covering fire.
I mean, it's the safest place to be up there right now
Yeah.
because nothing has been flying.
And I'll just trail behind you guys on the carpet.
Okay.
It's like sleeping on air.
Gem of brightness on my staff. I'm gonna cast light. 30-30 split light.
Oh right,
Uh,
it's still bright as hell for the next hour around me.
Oh yeah. If,
You
if-
also notice that I'm also kind of glowy as well. I glow for a 5-foot radius and dim light by an extra 5 feet, so not as much, but I
What
glow
is
too.
this? I wanna like. I'm curious when I see like Violet has her own source of light. What is this? Do I know what it is?
So like meta-wise, it's the Rune Child Sorcerer origin that we stole from Mercer, but
Okay.
like in game, what you see like underneath, like the nun habit, are just strange. You can't quite see what they are, but something glowing up, her arms moving upwards.
Okay. If Virgil still has his motes, I will not create light. I will just rely on his light, which
Yep.
is super bright.
Yeah,
I am
it-
also emitting light from my sword.
Yeah, my light is pretty bright, but my halo is very clearly missing like a chunk of it because I shot pieces off of it.
Damn, we all just lit as hell.
When you
Spencer's just got his produce flame in his hands.
Looks down, he's like grumbling. He's like, everyone else is closing their own.
when the whole squad is lit.
No, when you have 3 Asimars.
Mine's not an Asimar thing though. Mine's a really high level spell.
But you're still an Asimar. You can't deny that.
Mine's from a magic item.
Mine's also
still
not
an
an
Asimar.
Asimar. Mine's a Rune Child thing.
Mine's because I'm a fire mage.
Because you're a pyromaniac. Anyways, yes, to the tent, and I think we'll just walk straight to the tent, and if nothing happens, then we'll come up with a better plan, then walk straight into it. That's probably going to be the plan.
Even if something happens, we all remember that we own this place anyway.
We own this world, whatever.
Besides, subtlety is not really ever on the agenda here.
Well, no, I'm just
Right.
saying when we get to the tent, we'll decide whether we should just walk in calmly or if we should make an entrance. I wasn't suggesting stealth.
I mean, even if you walk in, that's still making an entrance, right?
Not a grand entrance, though.
I'll see. Well, there's the operative word.
Yeah, see, Virgil has to grandstand.
Yes.
Hey, as we're walking there, when I look at Spoopy, is he like bloodied?
He is not bloodied.
He is considered undead, just to make sure. I know generally, but I need to confirm.
Let me look at his character. Where's his book? Here it is. He is considered, medium undead.
Okay. I will, as we're
Spoopy spook.
walking, I'm gonna cast a spell. and I need to find it in my spell list.
Are you gonna cast Innervation Ray?
Not innervation. Negative energy flood.
Oh, there we go. Basically,
Um,
Innervation Ray on steroids.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Matt. You can go ahead and roll 5d12.
Oh god,
Temporary
5d12.
points. 5d12. You have to have it though.
5d12. And then have it, so
Yeah.
let's see. Oh, that was a good one. So that was 4, and this is 5. And then have that. Okay, that comes out to 24.
That's 24 points of temporary hit points, and that's permanent
Oh,
until
Lord.
he loses it.
Now his health, you can see his health bar going way off to the side.
And essentially, when I do this, you guys like just see a conjuration spell, just me weaving my hands, and you don't see where it's coming from. But when it gets close to Spoopy, black tendrils come from like the air out of nowhere, just kind of siphon into him.
See, that's how far his health bar is away from where it's supposed to be.
We now have Pet Tank.
I assume everyone. Actually, you probably can't see his health
No.
bar. Now you can see his health bar.
Now I can see the health bar.
So it's like the magic meter in your rando thing before you fixed it.
Exactly.
Basically, what it is.
This is fine.
Okay. As you approach the main big top area, you begin to notice. Actually, how big of a radius is that negative energy flood, or is it like a cone or something?
No, it's a single target.
Oh, it's single target. Okay. Well, with a name like negative energy flood, you make it sound like you're just like whoosh. There's a cone.
A flood of
something.
negative energies, but
It's-
only in a single line.
I,
Like a single
I
direct-
imagine that it's like a flood of negative energy flowing into a creature or something. Like it draws, like you can see it from the aura, an aura, maybe like a 30-foot aura, and you just see like faint traces, and it gets darker and darker as it gets closer to the target.
Gotcha.
And Spoopy Ghost
So
is just like
some of it comes out of ooze.
he's just like sitting there crackling with like dark tendrils because he's way overcharged.
It's like listening to a 50 Shades of Grey audiobook. You know, like it only affects you, but it's too much at the same time.
That's a really odd comparison.
Am I wrong?
I'm confused.
I just sort of look at the ghost and then look at Ray when it's like, that's a neat trick.
Finger shooty pistols.
Finger shooting. Violet goes, "Hey!" Like throws up a peace sign and then high fives Raywiness.
From the top of the carpet?
Yes.
She's gotta drop the carpet down for the high five.